Jacob.
Tell you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown.
10 years, you guys been saying from day one till now, boys. I fucking love you. We fucking won the Europa League. And you all deserve it. Thank you.
Hey, welcome on into the channel. Welcome to Jacob Walraven Uncensored, United Spurs of America, whatever else you want to call it. Hopefully you're too blessed to be stressed. I played those clips off the top just to let you know a couple things. Ange Postecoglou is not a clown, mate. Regardless of the outcome of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. You know
Tell
what?
you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. I never will be, mate. And you're really disappointed that you would use such terminology about a person who, for 26 years, without any favours from anyone, has worked his way to be in a position where he's leading out a club in a European major competition. For you to suggest that somehow us not being successful means that I'm a clown.
Yeah. Well, I thought that had some relevance because, you know, I'm listening to Spurs YouTube and I've got the all-seeing eye out. You already know I keep that eye on me. Shit, you don't believe me? But this isn't one of those because I want to talk about Tottenham and I want to talk about a few things. Look, off the jump, you can see that the title says a few things. It says 143 years, 3 times champion, 1 Ange Postecoglou, 1 Heung son. And I find it interesting, a lot of the conversations being had around Tottenham Hotspur are just, to be quite frank, like people don't like it, but you know, when you say, hey, that, you know, you sound a little negative, they don't like that, but it's just factually true. I felt like, you know, last season was a lot of my facts don't care about your feelings jargon, and that's cool. So let's operate off of that same assumption, shall we? Operate off of facts, not feelings, because I feel fucking great. I feel like a European champion. I feel like Ange is a large part of that. People say, oh, it's just a Europa Cup run. It was a 10-pot this, 10-pot. Look, I'm getting bantered from rivals talking about this Europa don't mean that much. And then I go online and I see Spurs fans talking about it don't mean that much. Yeah, that's great, but what next? And it's like, what now? And it's like, I don't know. I just find it strange. Like, at what point did we become so worried about work on Monday morning that we forgot to party on Friday? We forgot to party on Saturday, and fuck it, let's get some partying done on Sunday, but just not stay out too late because we got work on Monday. And I say that as a metaphor because there's a few reasons for it, and that is because I think that people are so quick to say, look, I did it. I said it. Look, I said it first. You didn't say it. Oh, I said this last year. Now you're saying this. And it's interesting, you know. I go back because, you know, YouTube is still there. The words that people say don't go anywhere. And it's just I'm listening to like 2 years ago, people talking about Conte. And I swear to God, if you didn't hear them say Conte, you would think they're talking about Ange because it's the same exact thing. He doesn't adapt. We didn't do this and we didn't do that. And it's just like, bro, you know what's different about this year than all them others? Them other 140 years that, you know, didn't win a Europa trophy, a UEFA Cup winner. Come on. Last time we did that, Steve Perriman was with our team and he was our captain. And that's the last time we won the Europa trophy. And then that's 41 years. So imagine you were born right after that. You've gone 41 years with no European glory to your name that you've witnessed with your eyes live in front of you. And that's sad. That sucks. For a club of this stature, shouldn't be the case. But instead of relishing in the moment, it's like, but we were 17th. And yes, we were. There's never been on my end a, you know, let's just completely disregard the fact that we were in the league. I mean, when I'm at the party, I'm not worried about the work that was done or not done in the week. We'll address that next week on Monday morning. And I just find it strange, you know, it's like we can't just enjoy the moment. We can't live in the now. And there's a great book, and I recommend it to everyone out there. It's by Eckhart Tolle. It's called The Power of Now. And it basically talks about that our egos and our identities and our self-prides often are like a crutch to hold on to who we think we are. And then we give you the examples and the reasons, and we show you, oh, this is because I said it and I was right. And it's like, all right, cool. So where do we go from here? Because I'm a European champion. And I feel like we're just getting away from what matters most. To me, what matters in the game, and that I've always said online, and that I've always felt in my heart of hearts, is number one, the aim of the game is to win the damn thing. And we won the third most fucking important trophy you can win. Premier League, Champions League, Europa. And guess what? That third, I know we have what, 2 league titles in the 60s, 50s and all that, blah, blah, blah. But I'm talking about like genuine bona fide, this is what it is. Because they say that's this, that's that. But this is Europa. This is the second highest European honor you can win. And it was the highest European honor we were competing in. So I find it really strange that we just do this like, yeah, let's just forget about the other 140 years of bullshit and let's focus on Ange. And what did he do? And oh, we inverted the fullbacks and he broke this. Oh, and then this is my favorite one. All year, he's rigid. He doesn't adapt. He doesn't. And they're going when he doesn't adapt. And then he does adapt and he wins you the fucking highest honor that this club has won in any European stature. And they say, oh, but it's because he adapted. It's because he did what I was asking for, and now I got that, but I'm still mad because he did it and he didn't stick to his guns. Because he goes in front of camera and he talks about, oh, this is my philosophy and we're never going to change. It's who we are, mate. And you're goddamn right, it's who we are, mate. You know what else is who we are, mate? Goddamn European champions. You better talk to me nicely or don't talk at all. It's a hot Spurs summer. I ain't talking about hot girl summer. I ain't talking about hot boy summer. I'm talking about hot Spurs summer. Because you know what? We're fucking champions. Remind yourself of that. I'm hearing all this and then I'm getting like, Arsenal are falling. You know, on the way to Bilbao, I just thinking of the songs. I hear the Sonny song. I hear Son saying like, you know, we're fucking Son. Heung Son. This guy, he'd walk into your house. If he met your mother, she would give you up for adoption and adopt Son. That's how good of a dude he is. And we're talking about, oh yeah, but what has he done for me lately? Fucking European champion.
Yes, you guys been saying from day one till now, boys. I fucking love you.
Yeah!
Europa League.
We fucking won the Europa League!
Deserve it. Thank you.
And we all deserve it. You're goddamn right. Heung Son, Heung dad, my Korean king. But now I'm hearing all this, oh, I'd sell Son this summer. They said the same thing last summer. And you know what? I'm just so goddamn glad that this club don't listen to not one of you motherfuckers, and myself included. Because if they did, oh, Ainge is sacked. Oh, this guy's sacked. And then Son is gone and Romero's sold. And we would have never gotten the glory that we got today. We got so much motherfucking glory. I'm dripping in it. And that ain't my sweat you see. I mean, it's a little, some of that's my sweat. But the other rest of the moisture, that is glory. So there you go. Dame un besito is what I would say to that. But look, I just had to say that because it's like really strange that people are using the but he adapted, see, and we won a trophy and now I'm right. It's like, what? When did we stop caring about glory and we cared more about ego, pride, me? I was right. I told you so. I was the first to do it. I was the first to say he was shit. I was the first to say we wouldn't do this. I was the first to say we would do that. And you know, if that's, again, like I said, facts over feelings. Let's operate off facts over feelings. If we're going to do that whole number, I've got some facts and I've got some feelings about my facts. So let me share this. Oh, zooming in the wrong window there. Let me go ahead and share this. And you can't see it. Let's see. If I do this, can I edit it? No. Hang on. Staffy got all butthurt that I messed with the layouts here. But see, like, this is ugly as fuck, dog. What kind of layout is this? Dusty ass, crusty ass layout Staffy made. But don't touch it, Jacob. Like, this one's fine. I mean, I'd move this over here probably. But this one's fine. I want one with a big media. Like, I guess I'll just do this for now. But I wish I could edit it. Why won't it let me edit it? When will you let me? Is there one that I have already that motherfuckers forgot about? How about that? Okay. Bear with me now. God dang it, man. We'll do this, and we'll do that. Bang. Save that. All right, and then let me adjust my camera here. Fucking Staffy, man. But anyway, we're going to get right to it. And then after I'm done with my little ramble bamble, you disagree? Cool. You'll get the link. You can come on. 5 months ago, I said manifesting. Because guess what? 5 months ago, things weren't great. But you know what I was doing? Manifesting European glory. And you know what I got? Some motherfucking European glory. Now, this photo is kind of funny for a few reasons because, like, Ange is cross-eyed. I had to use AI to make it. But what's really, really, really fantastic is we don't need to use AI anymore. We got the real thing. And to me, ain't nothing like the real thing. And we're not even... Just think about this. Just think about this for 5 seconds. If you're Ange in, Ange out, who gives a fuck? But just think about this. Less than a week ago, we're trophyless. Less than a week ago, we're Wara trophy. Yeah, you got top four, but where's your trophy? Yeah, you got top four and you got bounced out that cup, but you got bounced out this. Yeah, where's your trophy? Where's your trophy? 17 years since the first major honor. And that 17 years ago was a fucking Carling Cup. It's not even a Carabao. It was the Carling Cup. I don't even know what that sponsor is. I don't even think that brand exists anymore. It's not a worldwide brand. That's for damn sure. But what I don't understand is we just forgetting, man. We just forgetting, like, how fucking much of losers we've been for 40 years. And I put that number up there as a visual representation because I want each and every single one of you to let that fucking sink in. 143 years. And before, a week ago, we had won it twice. And now we're sitting here 3 times winning it, which again, you know, I've got notes. I've taken notes because I feel like if I pull up people's content, they're going to get all personal and in their feelings like, why'd you talk about me? And like, I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to disrespect nobody unless they need it. I will disrespect those who need to be disrespected. So again, I'm going to go back to the video I did where I exposed Sean Butler and say, if your biggest problem with that video was that I exposed DMs, I don't know what to tell you. Because I'm going to talk my shit and I'm going to tell my truth. And if I think you're a piece of shit, I don't care if I got to expose your DMs to prove it. Because I proved it. And when you get confronted with reality and like with what something looks like, you either say, wow, oh, I didn't know that. Or, oh, I knew it all along. Or you say, well, why did you show me that? That's like, you know, a cop and I'm not even going to go down the route. I shouldn't even have to explain that, but that's just off the top. So look, if anyone's upset with me about that, good. If anyone's like, oh, I can't trust you now, I would hope that you wouldn't trust me with racist, bigotry, manipulative bullshit because I don't want to hear it. And I ain't going to keep it safe. I ain't going to keep your little racist secret safe. It's that simple. So I'll expose it. But again, let's get back to the football because I'm tired of doing this. This, man, we are goddamn champions. Like, I've been hearing that song this entire time. We are the champions, my friends. Yeah. Like, when did the party stop? Because I didn't see it. When did we stop enjoying the fucking first victory we've actually can, like, celebrate? Because before that, for me as a fan, damn near 15 years, you know when my last thing I celebrated? A fucking semifinal, like a loser. But you know what I'm not today? Ever celebrating none of that. I'm celebrating winning. And they say it's an easy path. But give me Pochettino. Give me Pochettino. Fuck Pochettino. That ain't my manager. Fuck Pochettino. You know who my manager is? Oh shit, who that? That's Ange Postecoglou, baby. Ange Postecoglou. I'm going to run through a couple of my tweets here because I feel like they also had points that I wanted to address along with the notes that I have. So I was talking about this, and you follow. There you go. I'll follow you back. I saw this 5 hours ago. The expectation remains Ange Postecoglou will be sacked by Tottenham, says John Cross Mirror, which I'm pretty sure the Mirror is like as reputable. Someone correct me from the UK, but I'm pretty sure the Mirror is as reputable as what? The Sun? And isn't the Sun the one that's like, you know, oh, there's the face of the devil in the smoke of 9/11 towers on fire. Like, no, there wasn't. You just making that up. But anyway, I don't know about the credibility. Someone from the UK could tell me, but I've heard that they're all just Piers Morgan trills anyway. But this person responded, and I thought that he had a really good, whatever this is, picture of a bunch of words. And it says, a gentle reminder that when Ainge joined the club, we had just finished 8th. We had no European football. A squad that was hodgepodge of players purchased from different managers and different systems. He then saw the greatest player ever to wear the shirt leave, Harry Kane. 2, yes, just 2 seasons later, he has galvanized the squad, shipped out the deadwood, Eric Dyer, you son of a bitch, delivered our first trophy since 2008. But that was a League Cup. If we had won Carabao Cup, they'd still be taking it. It's not big enough. It's a little curling cup. It's not big enough. And I'm talking about rival fans and Spurs fans. And what's crazy is y'all sound the same to me. Y'all sound the same to me. You're discrediting my wins. You're discrediting my victories. You're discrediting my team's glory. So what am I supposed to do? Just say, okay, nah. And again, if you disagree with any of this, I'm not even looking at the comments right now because I don't want to distract myself. I want to try and be as business as I can, business savvy as I can with this. But I'm being so dead ass serious when I say, let's not forget the context of what's going on here. Since I've become a fan, I've not seen a goddamn trophy, not one. So what do? I look back at the history of the club, the 143 years of it. Well, I guess now it's 140, but whenever I joined, it was like 130 some, or I guess 120 some, late 120 some. But my point in saying that is, I look back, I'm like, okay, well, if I haven't gotten glory with this club I support, maybe we've gotten it before. Yes, we have. We're the first British team to ever win European honors. We're the first British team to do the double, which is how Spursy originated, the term, Spursy. But now you've got YouTubers who want Arsenal clicks and dicks, and guess what they do? We're so Spursy. You know how Spursy that is of us? It'd be so Spursy of us to lose. And then we lose and like, see, we're Spursy. That is weird. That is what I'm talking about when I say Hotel 8, hotel chair fucking behavior. Hotel 8 stock's been booming since Tottenham Hotspur was ever founded and the fan base had a voice. Because these motherfuckers, I swear to God, would rather not enjoy what's in front of them. They'd rather watch it and say, I mean, he went with the double thrust there, and then he flipped her. Nah, get in there, my G. It's time for you to get to fucking. Your turn to fuck. And you're saying no. It's our turn to finally get it. And you're saying no. I'd rather watch and say, it wasn't good enough. You know, her nails, I don't really like her thumbs either. It's like, shut the fuck up. You've been starving. You've been asking for this. And what do? You turn your nose up at the first sight of it. That's weird. And I get it. Like, we're not here often. We don't really know how to act. I sure as fuck don't know how to act. Because anytime some Arsenal scum says anything to me, there's only one answer. So the trophy lift was the one that I was trying to play first, but then I clicked the Basuma one on accident, and I really wasn't upset about it. But either way, it's the same answer. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, hey, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Come on now. You're a fucking champion. If you're a Tottenham Hotspur fan, I don't care. I've never once been like, this is how you're supposed to celebrate. Not trying to tell people how to live their life. You are your own entity. I'm going to continue to enjoy it. You can continue to say, oh, if we would have done the 3-4-3, which we did do with Conte, by the way, but if you do that, then we just, everything would be so much better. It'd be so good, huh? Yeah. That's my, like, when did the hunger and desire to be correct in front of everybody supersede shitting on rival fans? Because for me, that's part of the fun. That's part of why you get into the shits, is because you want that tribalism, that fuck you, we're the best. And that's why I commend Paul, the Hotspur hippie, and I hear all type of bullshit. Elijah, I was watching his channel, I see in that chat, bunch of dick riding motherfuckers talking shit. Not the first time, not the only chat. It's a bunch of, shout out to Elijah, make sure you subscribe to Too Much of E. But it's interesting, you know. You do something so simple as back your club, say I want us to win. And this is also something that I did want to look at, because 5 months ago I said manifesting with a cross-eyed AI photo, and it looks like a rough Alejo Valise, and a Regulon had a baby behind him right here, and then over his shoulder, that's very high cheekbones. I can't really think of a player that looks like that. Kind of looks like that Kimmler dude, or Sandler from Stuttgart, with his high cheekbones. But anyway, I digress. And I wanted to look at this because it's funny to see, you know, like the responses. The responses were fun, so I thought that might be something fun that we could do. But we don't have to look at this AI photo. But you know, I just wanted to, because if we're doing the whole "I told you so," well, I told you so. I told you we're gonna win that European trophy. You wanna know why?
I correct myself. I don't usually win things. I always win things in my second year.
Well, I'm gonna hopefully avoid the copyright strike for that music, because when I let the full clip play and you're blowing all that smoke, that shit nice, son. That shit real nice. But I like that Ange is proving everybody a liar. Not everybody, but I mean the doubters. He's proving it that it's okay. That it's okay. And I'll be honest, like, there's no shying away from the Premier League form. But at no point did I ever actually legitimately think we get relegated. Now, I know the Chicken Littles and the Costco guys, they'll tell you something different. But, like, realistically, it just never really was like, yeah, we're going to get relegated. There's no fucking way that would happen. Because I don't see it happening. And it didn't happen. And I haven't seen it happen. So that's nice. But I would also go back to a few things here. You get what you ask for, and then you don't like it, so you ask for more. And then you get what you ask for, and then you don't like it, and you want something. There's a term for this, and I can't actually think of the name, but it's like those food critics that say, like the main villain from Ratatouille. Let's take that. Everyone's seen Ratatouille, right? You in the comments, you seen Ratatouille. You can say, I seen the Ratatouille. And you know what? Ratatouille, that motherfucker, he was never happy. The guy, the main food critic, the fucking Nosferatu looking guy. The big old, or I guess Despicable Me? Or Hotel Transylvania. One of those two. But I digress again. The main guy from Ratatouille, the villain, the antagonist, if you will, his whole thing was that he was fucking miserable because no one could cook the food like his mama did back in wherever the fuck he came from, Italy or something, with his fettuccine. No one could cook like his mama. So guess what? He's miserable. And he tastes food, shit. This one, shit. Shit. No, you need to do this, do this, do this. And then he tastes it, shit. Taste it, shit. Over and over, forever and ever and ever. And the cycle would never break if we didn't have our own Ratatouille. Now, I thought we had our Ratatouille in the Australian form of a beautiful man named Ange Postecoglou. But, you know, you've got to taste the biscuit before you tell me what the biscuit tastes like. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, you can't. And again, I want to go back. Like, I went to a few different channels and I go, look, you go live, you go to their channel, go live, go oldest, and then find stuff surrounding the last year of the around Conte, any of it. Preferably after we've played a season with Conte, and just see how people were talking then about Conte. The same shit. He doesn't adapt. He doesn't do this. And you know what else is fucking hilarious? It's just like, Pochettino gets glazed to the moon and back. Why is he getting glazed to the moon and back? Why is Pochettino getting so glazed? What the fuck did he do for me? I watched that entire shit. And you know what he never did? Lifted. This is an AI. This is real. I mean, obviously Arsenal fan tears and then the drippy droppies. That's not real because, you know, I mean, that would have just been fucking great if it was, but it's not. And like Pochettino never did this. Jose didn't do this with us. Conte didn't do this with us. You know, the list, the names that Ange Postecoglou is now associated with in regards to Tottenham Hotspur, fourth most successful manager. And they talking about, yeah, but if he didn't win this, it would have been our worst Premier League season. Well, good thing we don't have to be delusional and not live in reality because my facts don't care about your feelings or your hypothetical. They don't. My facts are Ainge is a goddamn winner and he showed it. He proved it. He shut everybody the fuck up. He put a big old muffin in your mouth. Said, eat it. Eat it and tell me what it tastes like. And it's no chocolate enough. It's a blueberry muffin. Yeah, well, I wanted chocolate. You didn't say that. You wanted the muffin. And I got you the motherfucking muffin. Well, I just wanted chocolate muffin. I didn't want a fucking blueberry. And it's just like...
Answer is yes. Haha, you're fucked. All right, no. Haha, you're fucked. Don't talk.
It's the same shit. Haha, you're fucked. Haha, you're fucked. And there's no way. And that's what's crazy is, you know, this is the most successful manager I've ever seen manage Tottenham Hotspur. Now, for some people, it's different. Like Paul, he saw us lift the European trophy 41 years ago. I'm 34 years old. I was born in 1990. Since then, I think it's what? 2 FA Cups and a Carling Cup? 2 Carabao Cups and a Carling Cup. Or two bop and a boop bop. You know what I'm saying? So, it's so strange. It's like, did we forget? Did we lose? I feel like I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone. I honestly thought, you know, more people would be like, well, goddamn, we just did it. And instead, I'm seeing 4 hours after we lift the trophy, 1 day after we lift the trophy, 1 day after we do a parade, and 4 minutes after the parade has concluded, today, to yesterday, and tomorrow, and the next day. All of it is just wah, wah, wah. Negative, constant droning on about the same tired ass shit. Let me post you a hypothetical. And it's a dumbass hypothetical like 15th and a cup. Nah, how about 17th and a European trophy like we did this year? I'll take that. We win UCL and get 17th. I'm perfectly fine with that. Some people say, I don't know, I could live through another 17th. I could. They say it's unacceptable. But you accept it when you watch the next game. You accept it when you talk about it. You can say you don't accept it, but that's like me being like, I don't accept that we're all getting in the hot tub as I dip my toes and saunter in slowly like a goddamn Victoria's Secret model getting into the bubbles. Oh, I digress. I'm now thinking about a hot tub and all that. But I quote tweeted Cody Mack here because... And shout out Cody Mack, my Canadian brother. Like, I like talking shit about Canada just because it's fun, you know, with the moose and all that. But he was someone on Twitter, very vocal, get this guy out and shit, etc. And I've always maintained, me, Jacob Walraven, before I was uncensored, I've always said that I don't care what you said. I don't care what you done, but what you doing now. What you talk about now. And this is why I respect the fuck out of someone like Cody. Because he says, if you think trophies is what football is all about, I do. I played the damn game. And anytime I didn't win the whole motherfucking caboodle, guess what? I was pissed. I was angry. I wanted to slap motherfuckers to like a goddamn Chappelle skit. But guess what? The aim of the game is to win trophies. And we fucking did it. And you know how many fucking years I have to go through where I was like, well, we ain't won, but how about that? Well, we ain't won, but how about this? And I don't got to do that anymore. I don't have to go onto debate shows and listen, have Arsenal have a better season than Tottenham? No, they won nothing. You fucking kissed teacher's ass all season, and we got the same grade. I showed up on the last day. I showed up on the day before the last day and didn't even show up on the last day. Because everybody's playing Premier League matches, and we're boozing. And they're saying, oh, how could you lose versus Brighton? You can't even win versus Brighton on the way out of this. I don't give a fuck. My dudes probably still reeked of alcohol. I was proud of the boys to just physically get onto the pitch. 4 days of going ham, I ain't even done. We're day 6 since being, it's 6 days since we won a trophy. Motherfuckers couldn't wait 2 hours. Motherfuckers couldn't wait 1 week. Motherfuckers won't wait 1 month. How long are you supposed to enjoy something? And that's why I like to say it this way. Obviously, we have work to do on Monday. Obviously, there's shit that ain't right because 17th, 20-some losses ain't good. But you can't tell me it's unacceptable because you were fucking, and if you enjoyed that trophy lift, you can't tell me it's unacceptable because you accepted it. And then you sang Ange Postecoglou's name. So it is acceptable because you accepted it. And we're all still Spurs fans. Now, if you're one of these that's like, it's unacceptable, and now I choose this team to follow, then that is you not accepting. Fair play. But if you're like, I'm a Tottenham fan, this is unacceptable. Like the literal definition of the word is to not accept something. And in my simple understanding of the English language is when you accept something, you continue to buy into it. You continue to partake in it. You continue to be around it. Like if I said, this racism's unacceptable, but then I continue to sit at the table with a bunch of people speaking about racism, talking about racist shit, is it unacceptable? No, you accepted it and you're actively involved in it. Just because you're not the one, robbing the bank, you're in the getaway car, you're compliant. So you are accepting it. Let's just remember what the English language is. Because I think people forget that. Like they forget that Pochettino never won a trophy here. Yet I got old sheep shaggers talking about, bring me Poch, he can set up a team. I got other old bags of shit talking about this manager, that manager. Let me think about the most abstract, like a dice. Give me a dice. Give me an Alderdice. Give me a fucking Thomas Frank. What the fuck has Thomas Frank won? Huh? Nothing. He's vibing with Brentford with some cool players. He vibing. Hey, we're just cooling. But no, we don't want vibes. Oh, we don't want to sit back. And what's funny is, I hear people say, I was told we don't want to sit back and win games like that. But the person who's saying that he was told that was the one who was telling people that. And then we get Ange, and it's like, yeah, I wanted attacking football, but not like this. Yeah, I wanted a muffin, but not blueberry. Yeah, I wanted the Europa trophy, but I also wanted top 4. But all those years we got top 4, no one gave us any fucking credit. It's what did you win? Because the aim of the game is to win the damn thing. Bottom line, hook, line, sinker. Oh, but back to this tweet that I'm, digressing. If you think trophies are what football is about, if you think we had a better season than Arsenal, I do. And if you've ever voted 17th in a cup over top 4. Now, I specifically said in the summer, and this is where I try to remain authentic to myself. What are my expectations? And this is why I never try to gatekeep or police or tell people how to support the club or how they should feel, because in the summer, we all had different expectations. Now, I said in the summer, verbatim, I know, and I mean, when I get the time, I'll go find the motherfucking evidence of it, but I said in the summer, on my channel and many other channels, I am starving. I am thirsty. You know how desperate I am? Don't talk to me about standards. My standards are on the fucking floor. I just need a goddamn trophy. And guess, we got the third most important one. But in the summer, I literally said, I would take 17th just to get that Europa trophy because I really want to win that. I said that. I felt that in that moment, and I know that. I would take 17th. Now, I didn't think it would be this painful. I didn't think it would hurt this much along the way. But you know what? It was worth it. It was motherfucking worth it. Because guess where I ended up? Crying my fucking eyes out. Watching Son say, we fucking did it. We're fucking champions. Did you miss that part? Son, he cursed.
10 years, you guys been saying from day one till now, boys. I fucking love you. We fucking won the Europa League. And you all deserve it. Thank you.
So, if you've ever heard Son say anything along those lines of "We fucking did it, you deserve it, we're fucking European champions and fair play," I've never seen it, and I'm remembering that. I'm remembering Van de Veen dancing. I'm remembering what this looks like to the rest of the world. This could be a galvanizing moment, and if someone's like, you know what, look at Tottenham, maybe that's the club I want to support, guys. Maybe I want to. They just won. They're having so much fun. Then you go look, and you're like, wow, everyone's fucking miserable online. Everyone's just fucking complaining. Not me, but like, I'm not a big channel. Like, you got the big channels, they're going wah, that we won a damn cup. Now, I get it. If it was Carabao Cup in 17th, I probably wouldn't be as ecstatic. I would still be through the moon because I finally got what I wanted, which was the thing that I've been asking for, which is what I'm not forgetting whenever I say this, that let's remember the contextual evidence surrounding the circumstances around Tottenham Hotspur. And it says it in the title of this motherfucking video. 143 years. That's older than you. That's older than me. That's older than we. That's older than she. That's older than whatever other English language that rhymes with a collective of people. And 3 times. 3. And it's our highest honor ever. The best we've ever done was doing the double with it. But it is equivalent to the highest honor ever. Ever. We ain't won no Champions League. We ain't won no Premier League. We won the Premiership. I know. I do the history. You can't tell me, oh, Americans don't even know. Shut your bitch ass up. That's what else I know, too. Heung Son gonna give you a little kissy kiss. But I'm saying, I'm being told by people who were there at the parade, and goddamn, I wish I could have been there, but, you know, circumstances are as such. And I'm being told, and I'm looking at the scenes, man. Like, I'm last night at dinner with my, not at dinner, I'm having dinner with my wife, and I'm like, yo, see this, look at this. And she don't give a motherfuck about none of it. Why are you still talking about it? This is the biggest deal I've ever seen. Biggest. And the way these Spurs fans are acting, we're going to walk ourselves right into another 41 years of this bullshit. And you fucking deserve it. I hate to say it. You deserve it. But there's I'm vehemently scrolling through my Twitter, as you can see now. Look at that. You're going to tell me that don't mean shit. You're going to tell me that this ain't... Bro. They couldn't even wait 1 hour. They couldn't wait 1 day to start shitting on the club. What kind of, like, what is that in support? Like, if my wife's like, honey, I need your support. I said, baby, I got you. And then she's like, all right, I can't lift this up. You weak piece of shit. What the fuck's wrong with you? You can't lift that? You suck. You need a new plan. You thought you could lift that? Get big, motherfucker. Like, what kind of support is that? But I'm being realistic. She need to get big if she want to lift that. It's like, well, duh. But she asked for your support. That's what Ange wanted. That's what Son said. That's what everybody fucking said. Support the team. We need a little love, little support. You know, some people do better with a pat on the back rather than a slap on the ass. To me, I like to do both. Talk to me. But I'm looking at this. I see Alfie Whiteman's IG page, which is what I was looking for. Oh, hang on. What's this? See, like, we would be on the receiving end of this bullshit how we lost. We were at the precipice of get fucked and die or European glory. It's the ending that we all wanted in the movie, right? You always want the good guy to live in the end. I mean, not in every movie in every sense, but like the Disney movies, the fucking feel-good movies, the fucking ones that's not named Marley and Me, fuck Marley and Me. Don't watch it if you've not seen it. But my point is, like, we got what we wanted. We were at the fucking precipice of get fucked and die or win some European honors. And you know what we did? What we've never done since I've fucking supported this club. What we ain't done for 40-some years. Talking about, yeah, but we 17th. Yeah. But I've got pictures that are going to last me forever. I've got videos that are going to last me forever. I got tattoos that are going to last me forever. And whenever it ever happens, if it ever happens, I pray to God that it happens, that European trophy that I just put on the banner down below, I'm trying to get sponsored to El Paso. Because my wife, she did say she would file for divorce if I bought a $400 trophy. Now, I said, okay, you don't want me to hold this trophy, honey. That's not supportive, honey. But guess what? I'm going to try and be like Ange. I'm going to get it done anyway. Let me correct myself. I don't usually try and buy a replica trophy in my second year, mate. I always try and buy a replica trophy. This is my God-given promise to you as long as I'm on this earth. You will never see me without that thing on stream. Never, not never. So right now, big shout out to Jonathan G. Shout out Futility, our two sponsors right now. They've raised over $100. So we're over a fourth of the way there, a quarter of the way there. Which, speaking of quarter, there was 250,000 people at that parade. You gonna tell me that you don't mean nothing, mate? He gave you some of the best fucking moments that you've ever had. He's given me the best moments that I've ever had. And we're talking about, we're talking about this, we're talking about that, mate. Look at that. Kuti, kuti, kuti. Ha, 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 ha. Which reminds me of another tweet that I actually did want to talk about. There's so much I want to talk about. I feel like I ain't done just like a football stream in a minute like this. What do y'all think about that? That's cool. Son on Instagram. There's a paragraph in here I really want to read for y'all. And this guy says, say it louder in the back for the offensive words out there. So he's basically just saying, like, I haven't had time to really do. But this is the paragraph that he says. And I loved it because it felt like he was talking to me. He says, this is for every Spurs supporter who has waited. I have waited, I've hoped, and stayed loyal. Boy, I've stayed loyal. If anything, that's been the, like, joke, the running gag. You know, they say, I want a guy who stays loyal. Get you a Tottenham fan. We loyal as fuck. Well, most of us, 250,000 of them motherfuckers out there were loyal. Were you at the parade? That's another thing. They're like, bro, you should go outside and celebrate. I already went outside today. Hey man, you should be happy. We won a trophy. I was already happy about it. What am I supposed to be happy about now? It's like, we're not happy about that anymore. Is that what we're saying? I know it's Friday night and you feel all right. And you want to go to the bar and you want to go to the club, but think about work on Monday. Think about work on Tuesday. What are we going to do on Wednesday? Bro, I'm trying to enjoy my weekend. But this says, I keep digressing. There's so much I want to say. It says, when me or the team have struggled, for those who kept singing, kept showing up, kept pushing us on. You know, those guys in the videos are like, fuck off, Ange, you fat cunt. And they're like at the end of a game, and Matthias Tell and Jed Spence are like, hey, stop being mean to us. Like, stop it. And they're like, fuck you. Yeah, those people kept believing. This is for you. We did it together. From White Hart Lane to our new home in Bilbao back, we are champions, and that is forever. That's forever. So an hour after we win the trophy, and people are going, yeah, but what formation are we going to set up? 2 hours after we lift the trophy for the first time in 41 years? Yeah, but if you look at the Emiratization of their player contracts over 5, get fucked. Get fucked. Simple as. You know? We're fucking champions, bro. Did y'all forget about that? Because I fucking didn't. I'll remind everybody. Let me see what y'all saying over here in the chat. Holy shit, I've been screaming for 45 minutes? Did no one try and stop me? Who's going to stop me? Look at this. Look at this.
Duke, see the kit, man. He's right at the back of the bus as well. And right.
Tottenham are the greatest team the world has ever seen. Tottenham are the greatest team the world has ever seen. And the Spurs go marching on. Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur, and the Spurs go marching on. Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm on. I ain't on this. Yeah, but, Emiratization. Shut that Emiratization up your motherfucking monetization. We're cooking. I'm really trying to see. This is what the players saw. And there was a point of why. And look, this guy can give us credit. Lee Gunner. They're like one of the most popular Arsenal fans in the fucking world. He can speak nicer about Tottenham than Tottenham fans. Let that, hold on to that. Hold on to that.
On here today and on Twitter, all dismissing that trophy because it's Tottenham. Oh, look at the run they had. Yeah, well, let me give you the run that Arsenal had when we lost to Villarreal in the semis. Yeah,
And before you do that, let me give you the run that some of these other managers had. Pochettino's so great. He got bounced out the motherfucking cup by Coventry. Oh, Jose, he lost to a future relegated Norwich. He also lost. Who was that fucking dusty ass club that beat us in Europa with Jose? Dinamo Zagreb. Their dude was in prison. We were up 2-0 on aggregate. And then some Skosh-tick, he fucking hat-tricked us. And he was like 35. Okay. Ryan Mason-Stellini, I think that speaks for itself. Malmo. Oh, there's a Malmo? Yeah, come on. Malmo. Bro lost to Malmo. Antonio Conte, we lose to what? Saint Etienne. We get bounced out the Conference Cup. We're a fucking joke yet again. You can't even win an even lesser trophy. They said that they created that competition just for Tottenham Hotspur to play in Europe. And we couldn't even do that. Everybody taking the piss out of Chelsea, and they're playing in the final of that competition that we couldn't get to. Okay. What else did Conte do? Was it Sheffield? Or was it Southampton? I can't remember. It was one of those ugly-ass, dusty-ass fucking yo-yo clubs that go up and down. They got relegated. I think it was Sheffield in the cup. Conte got bounced out to him. Bro, so Conte, Jose, Poch. These three guys, and I'm not even trying to say that Ange is a better manager than Jose Mourinho, because I would never say something like that. But I would say those three names, Ange is... My facts don't care about your feelings. Ange is more successful than them at Tottenham Hotspur. And that's what I care about. I don't care about what you did at Inter. I don't care about what you did at Porto. I don't care about what you did at fucking your mom's house. I care about what you do at Tottenham Hotspur. And what did those serial winners do here? Got fucked by one way or another. Middlesbrough too under Conte. Thank you for that, Jordan. Middlesbrough. The middle bros. Like, they're synonymous with being the weak bro. And they're the middle bro. Come on, camera. Focus up, pussy. Thank you. Simon says, what if we win the Super Cup as well? And that's not only that. We also play some Suda Americano fucking bloopity bop. Suda something. The winner of that shit, we play them. We could have 3 trophies with Ange in a matter of 4 months. Yeah, but his tactics don't work in the Premier League. They don't? His tactics don't work in the Premier League, but in the... Both seasons he's been here, we finish in Europe spots? What are we talking about? Don't say this year wasn't finishing in Europe spot. Don't say it, because we're in Champions League. There you go. Go ahead and kiss that. Where's that fucking video? It's Alfie Whiteman. Look at that. Look. It don't mean anything, James. Get over it. Get over it, James. It's time to talk about Emiratization, your contract. It's time to talk about what formation are we going to do. No, stop crying and hugging each other. We need to figure out what our fiscal 5-year financial plan outlook is. We're silly, dude. This is the silliest fan base in the fucking world, dog. We did this less than a week ago. This is less than a week old. It's like the dude at the funeral that hit on your wife like you died in front of her and then you're hitting on her. Give it a week or 2 or a month. Who cares? Everyone mourns differently. Like, let's fucking grasp reality here. 41 years. There's fucking dads out there fucking damn near closer to the boomer generation, what we will call literal boomers. And they've gone their whole life, never seen European glory at Tottenham Hotspur. And we're talking about amortization. We're talking about formation. We're talking about transfer plans. We're talking about that. I ain't worried about work on Monday right now. Maybe Sunday I'll start worrying. Maybe Monday when I get into the office, I will worry about work. But I just don't. Bro, we won. We are champions. We are the champions, my friends. Even though you're not my friends, we'll keep on fighting till the end. And we did. And we won. And now all I got to hear about is amortization. What formation are we going to use? Bro, I am in this hole. I'm actively fucking and you talking about work on Monday. Man, it just couldn't be me. You know what could be me?
Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, son. Nice one, Sonny. Let's have another one. Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, son. Nice one, Sonny. Here we go. Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, son. Nice one, Sonny.
Yeah, let's have another one. And instead of saying, no, let's not have another one. Let's discuss why this one was shit. What is that? It's not constructive. What is it like? You and your mates all get in a think tank. Like, that's, bro. Imagine I sat back and I said, me and my 3 friends, we started talking on YouTube about, about how Google could be a better company and they can improve. Cool. And then it's like, yeah, you don't think Google, that last year was shit for Google. It's like, bro, you don't have not shit say in Google. You don't have not shit say in this big ass company that's making all these big ass decisions that are over your big ass head. And they on big ass salaries that I've never seen. I mean, I used to make good money once upon a time, but I prioritize family because again, there's things that matter, man. My kids are champions. Like I'm screaming at my kids. We're champions. They crying. Pucker up, Buttercup. We're fucking champions. You're crying about what now? You lost your water bottle? We're a fucking champion. It's just, when my kids make more sense than people on YouTube, that's when I try to remind myself, YouTube, you don't need credentials. YouTube, they don't ask to see your resume. Is this person qualified to talk about this? No. Do you have a Google account? You can have a channel. And you could just get up there, you could say bleep blop flippity flop all fucking day. And if people believed it, they'd all go bleep blop flippity blop all day. And then at the end of the day, you can say, I was right. I told you bleep blop flippity blop. And where did we go? Nowhere. We're just taking up time, just talking about stuff. And to me, like, I've supported Tottenham because I didn't want to support the biggest fucking most successful team. I wanted to go through the shits to feel this because I knew it would be worth it. I knew eventually when that fucking cookie came off of my back, this shit would taste good as fuck. And I'm still eating that motherfucking cookie. And you talking about, oh, I didn't want a cookie, I wanted a biscuit. Well, there's only one way to talk about that.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Yeah. Elijah says, I'm not qualified, but I'm still yap. Well, see, that the first 3 words of your sentence is what I would say, good. Because you understand that you're not qualified. So yap away. That's what I always say. I don't know better than motherfucking Johnny, Jimmy, Bobo, Shobo, whoever the fuck. Because I just know what I know. And I know what I see. And I speak on that. And it's like, what is there to speak about? I'm a fucking champion. A motherfucking champion. SDFC Benny, big up. Channel member. I take pride in being an armchair critic. And that's good. But you know you're an armchair critic. I'm talking about these people who are like, I'm trying to help the club go forward and you're stuck in your feelings and living in the past, but then I'm going to go ahead and bring up shit from the past. And you don't get it both ways. Because I've heard that a lot. Yeah, we won, but it's over now. We can't live in the past. And Ange lost 20-some games. It's like, that's the past, though. So if we're forgetting you don't just get to pick and choose. And that's the thing about these stats, these numbers. They talk about. I was watching one of them channels and I heard one of them people. They said yeah, it's just come on, man. It don't mean anything, Sonny. Stop screaming. What about the Emiratization of your contract? Yeah. All right. I went way longer on my solo than I thought I would. There's the StreamYard link. Anyone gonna come on here and tell me how wrong I am? I invite you to. There it is. Come on. Come tell Sonny he's wrong too. Tell me he shouldn't be honking. Sonny, you're honking and celebrating, and I really just want to know if you've thought about the fiscal marketing plan in which we're really gonna outdo our quarterly projections. I just need to know that. You're honking a horn, you're getting drunk. I need to know, is Ange gonna abandon his philosophy? Is he gonna adapt like a fucking naive? What was it? He's naive, he's rigid, he's stupid, he's a fat cunt. All this nasty ass verbiage. Because guess what? This motherfucker came in here and he wasn't from Britain. And you know what he did? Shitted on y'all. And y'all, hey, but he says mate. Get over it. You say mate. Y'all all say mate. I never said mate until I met fucking British people. Y'all were the first motherfuckers to call me mate. But now you use it as a stick to say all he does is say mate. It's who we all mate. That's because you're uncreative. You have nothing else to talk shit about other than the fact of where he's from. And it reminds me, and this is why I get so pissed off about it, because it's like, I get that a lot as an American. What do you know? You're in America. And it's like, eventually, when you are in a debate, quote unquote, in the cult community, you hear that? Cult community? When you're in that, and they say, you start debating someone, right? And you get to a point where they have no rebuttal. They just say, well, what do you know? You weren't born in North London. What do you know? You weren't at the game this weekend. What do you know? That's the same shit they do to Ange. What the fuck do you know? You've been to Scotland. You've been in Japan. You've been in Australia. Fuck you know. Coming in here, thought you're going to do something. Fuck you going to do? Not shit. Because guess what? All right, mate. Talk to me nicely. You know what I mean? And if you ain't going to talk nicely, shit, don't talk at all. Because you know what? Everybody eating biscuits. Everybody getting the honey sauce. If you don't want honey sauce, too bad, motherfucker. You're getting honey sauce. All right? And guess what? When you finally open your mouth and receive the gift that Ange is trying to give you.
That's good. Hey, what's that? That Dr. Pepper? That's that Dr. Pepper.
You might find you actually like the taste of the biscuit. But anyway, got two people jumping in. One is hopefully going to stay awake, and the other one's going to definitely tell me I'm wrong, but I love him anyway. We've got Alex and we've got Elijah.
Hello.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
No, wait. I shouldn't say gentlemen. Good evening, mates. You fucking champions, you. How are y'all doing? I'll start with you, Alex. You're on your phone, so I know I could die kind of quick when you're on StreamYard. My phone gets really hot when I'm on StreamYard. So how are you doing today? How are you feeling? Life as a champion suits you? Does it not? Is it like The shoe that you don't like or you do like?
I'm trying to figure out if this fan base is are still dreaming still, and they need to just wake up and realise that we've
It's
got
Friday
we've been
night.
17th. We've been 17th. We're 17th. We finished 17th in the league, and it's only because it's a Europa League, which I predicted we're going to win. By the way, predicted we were going to win after Frankfurt.
So did I.
And we should get a grip and get rid of this manager.
Why?
Because we need a real coach. Well, it's quite clear.
He is a real coach. He's a European winning coach. Is Poch a coach?
Because
is Poch a coach?
He beat Man United and beat Man United, yes, which I predicted again, and beat by the Liverpool. We're always going to beat. We were always going to beat, bro.
Is Poch a coach?
Always going to beat, right? What? Pardon?
Is Pochettino a coach?
Pochettino is a coach, yes, and he's
a fucking loser. I don't want that. If that's what a coach is, he's a fucking loser, and I don't want it. I want Ange Postecoglou. You know what Ange Postecoglou is? A goddamn champion. You know what Ange Postecoglou gives me? He gives me fucking on the Spurs bed. You know what Ange Postecoglou gives me? Banners like this. I don't usually win things in my second season, mate. How about that? You know what else he gives me? He gives me shit that means something that means not. No one can take it away from me. You know what? Because guess who?
Ange Postecoglou.
Did you hear that? That's your gaffer. He made you a champion.
That's your gaffer.
He made you a champion.
That's your
gaffer.
This guy?
Ange Postecoglou.
Fourth most successful manager in our club's history. Fourth.
Oh, I love this. I love this nonsense. Yeah, I love this nonsense.
So, Alex, I love you, first of all. I just want to get that out of the way so people are like, he's being rude, he's cutting him off. Alex and I have a fun, banterous relationship. So if you don't like it, suck one. But I'm just going to say this.
No. Listen.
Ange, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I promise. I'm gonna go on mute, Alex, and I'm gonna let you have your spiel. And I promise I'm gonna try really hard to stay on mute.
No, you don't have to do that, Jacob, mate. You know what I mean? It's your show, bro. It's your show. But I
know, but I was like, here, come on. And then I'm like playing clips and I'm yelling and I'm saying I'm a champion.
Oh, no, you're not. You're not doing nothing, bro.
I'm being childish.
You're not being childish at all, bro. Like, honestly, I've had worse.
But so seriously, I do want to hear how you're feeling. I'm sorry. I was just having a little fun.
You're not.
I do want to hear you out. I do want to hear you out.
Jacob, stop apologising. You've got nothing to apologise for. The point is, anyway, get into the point. You know what I mean? For goodness sake, this guy has only won 6 home games in 19. I mean, you know, losing 10 home games. I mean, what we doing here? You know what I mean? And let's be honest here, right? I would love to have said that theory. If we let in a goal against Manchester United and Frankfurt, I don't think we get to that Europa Cup final, to be honest with you, because the Brighton game summed it up perfectly for me. I mean, we're on a high and we're 1-0 up. What do? Lose 4-1. I mean, and then we're 17th in the league. We've only won one game in 12.
I did unmute myself. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to unmute myself.
No,
but before kickoff, what did they?
Come on, talk to me.
Because I'm not trying to be rude. I am trying to like have a discussion. Like I want you to have your, because part of a discussion is me hearing you out. And if I'm just constantly, I'm a champion, you know. But that was the third time I muted myself, and I just had to say, what happened before kickoff? We may have lost 4-1, but what happened before kickoff? A fucking guard of honor from our legends who last won the European champion. And I'm saying that's sexy, baby. That made me feel good inside. Go ahead. Yeah, we could lose. We could have lost 5-1. I was still been like, we lifting that trophy. Well, what would it have done? Like ostensibly, it was a hangover game, Sunday league kick around. Romero and Son, I don't even think we're awake.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Firstly, Jacob, stop apologising. You're fine, absolutely fine. You've done nothing wrong, right? Stop unmuting yourself.
I'm just really hyped. You know what I mean? Because I'm a European champion. I don't know how to act, bro. I've never been here.
Jacob, be hyped as much as you want, bro. Bro, this is a debate here. You can be as heated as the one. I'm Mr. Box Office. I don't care. I'll say it how it is, and that's it. Yeah? So this being nice and everything else. I don't know what's happening in other channels and everything else, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm here to say how I feel, and that's it. I'll tell you how I feel. I don't really care, and that's it. This is football. That's it. Let's move on. That's it. But my point is, right? Let's say, I'm being nice to you, Jake. I'll give you some credit. Don't get used to it, though. The point is, though,
hey, we're European champions. Come on, you give me credit. I'm a European champion.
But the point is,
Gunners giving props to Tottenham. Like the reality, the world is shifting, bro. I can feel it. Tectonic plates.
I think you're going a little bit too far. I think you get a little too far. It's shifting because let's be honest here, like Ange has said a lot of questionable things, saying that third season is better than second season. You couldn't handle 2 games a week, mate. I mean, you kind of dismissed the league after January. So you put yourself at risk of relegation, right? And the only reason why you had the luxury of doing that is because the teams that were bottom three were absolutely damn useless. You know what I mean? 38 points 5 years ago would have got you relegated. You know what I mean? It's
38 points this year got me European Championship, and I'm playing in Champions League tomorrow or next year. How about that?
But are we ready for Champions League though, Jacob?
Fuck no.
You can't cope with 2 games.
We weren't ready for it when Conte got it, though. We clearly weren't ready when Pochettino got it because we fucking lost.
No disrespect, but Pochettino could handle 2 games a week, bro. And he was
he couldn't. You know what he's lifting? Just as much as Arsenal fans. A fucking can of drink or a cup but not a trophy. And I swear to God, when that European trophy gets here to El Paso, I'm either going to be a single divorced dad or I'm going to be a European champion boasting.
But no disrespect, Pochettino got to a final. He got to a final and still got 4th.
And my gaffer won a final. Talk to me.
Yeah, but then he still dismissed the league and got 17th.
Yeah, but like this comment says, you did a video after we won. The happiness in your eyes is undeniable. Your mind can deny it right now. Your heart can say, "Oh, it's 6 days ago." The body ain't even been dead for 7 days, and we're like moving on already. I hope my wife don't do that.
I've already admitted that I was wrong about him winning his second season, but I still want him gone. Well, what's the point of keeping somebody that you're not even sure about, right? And then giving him 10 games. So what we give him 10 games and we sack him, and then we don't.
I never said 10 games. I never said 10 games. I said I ain't worried about Monday's work. I said I ain't worried about Tuesday's work. I said I ain't worried about Wednesday's work. I'm worried about enjoying my weekend before that is on my doorstep. That's me.
Well, as far as I'm concerned,
everyone.
So you're saying to me, you're saying to me, right? Even though this guy, right, okay, it has got us 17th, right, and openly admitted that he dismissed the league, right, from January, right. Had to rest most of his players.
Yeah, fuck it, bro.
Right?
Fuck that shit. We weren't going to win the league. Were we in January? If we would have won all of our... Let me ask you this.
Glasner's available and Xavi's available.
Fantastic. Xavi, I don't give a shit about him. Oh, goofy-eyed motherfucker. But what I'm saying is, there was something you said before that, which was about, the games and the points and the dismissive. In January... If we had just fucking, okay, I'm going to give everything to the fucking league, would we have won it? Would we have had a parade? Would we be champions?
But we wouldn't be 17th.
Oh, but we wouldn't have been lifting I don't care about none of that. Because what I care about, this is Jacob, this isn't talking for anybody but myself. I, myself, got something less than a week ago I've never felt with any sports team ever. The only other sports team I've witnessed in my like I was 4, 5, and 6 when the Cowboys won trophies, but I wasn't like a fan. I was just like, everyone's happy, woohoo, and so I didn't really feel anything other than like, woohoo, everyone's happy. Mavericks, they won the finals in 2011. My mom was dying that year and died later that year. I didn't enjoy it at all, and that was our best. That was the best thing ever. But I was watching my mom die before me, so it was more of just like a filling of the void. What I got on Wednesday can never be replicated. There's nothing that can touch it. There's no amount of losses. We could have lost 27 to fucking 0 versus Brighton, and I wouldn't have said not a damn thing bad about it because what I got, this is me, what I got was superfluous to any feeling that sport has ever given. I fucking cried like a baby. And then at the parade, I wasn't at the parade. I'm watching on my little computer in the living room with my kids while I'm watching them, and they're watching the parade with me. and I'm crying my eyes out saying, that's our captain. That's our European champion. And he says, I fucking love you. We're fucking European. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. I can still run through a brick wall, and I'm supposed to worry about work on Monday?
No, you might
dude, I'm getting the shivers. I love it, dude. We are champions. You're a champion. Elijah's a champion. We are all champions. And it's just like, how long do you let the fucking, I don't know, because like I said, I've never been here, and I don't like to gatekeeper tell people how to feel, but I do want you to get your thought on that, Alex, and then I want to go to Elijah, and hopefully we can keep him awake.
No. Elijah's always quiet. He's looking sexy over there. You know what I mean?
He's just soaking it all up like a sponge.
Soaking it all up. You know what I mean? Big up to him. You know what I mean? And you should subscribe to his channel, by the way. You know what I mean? Because I do give him a lot of praise on that channel. You know what I mean? Again, don't get used to Elijah. But the point is, though, yeah.
It's a good waffling channel. You need some waffles? I go to Waffle House. I need to watch some waffle. I go to Too Much E.
But back to your point, I understand where you're coming from. Like I said, it was a crowning moment. The fact that we won the Europa League, it's absolutely fantastic. And I gave him credit because he's done what he said he was going to do, was win his second season, which I didn't believe he was going to do that. Well, I did say that he was going to win the Europa League because I put in the video. So I did do it after we beat Frankfurt, because Bodo Glimt was always going to be beaten, and Man United, I said it was going to be a rubbish game.
Can I ask you a question? I know I said I was not going to ask any questions before I let you finish, but
no, go
I was thinking about this. When Bodo Glimt scored that goal before the second leg, did you think that was a chance for them? An in?
No.
Okay.
I thought we'd lose.
That was something I remember hearing. I don't remember who was. I'd heard it in the echoes of YouTube halls. Was that may be the thing that they needed to just get some confidence going home? It's like, come on, man.
No, I didn't think they were gonna. I didn't think they were gonna win the. I thought we were gonna lose a second leg, but we'd just get through. But because the way people talk about their home form, but I still thought we were going to beat Bodo Glimt. People saying, "Oh, they're really scary. They've got through us. It's Bodo Glimt. Sorry, we should be beating Bodo Glimt. If we can't beat Bodo Glimt, you'd be snapping anyone's hand up for Bodo Glimt." As soon as that got beaten by Bodo Glimt, I was sitting there saying, "Oh my gosh, this is opening up like so easy."
So why can't we get past Slavia Prague in the conference league? Or wait, was that conference or Europa? I remember it was a European competition that I really, really wanted to win.
Zagreb.
Yeah, Dinamo Zagreb. We're up 2-0 going into the second leg. Get piped 3-0 while their manager's in prison, FaceTiming them from the fucking side. They wheeled out a goddamn monitor so that guy could be out there like. Sometimes maybe shit. Sometimes was it Gattuso?
But look at the players that we had. Look at the players that we had at the time.
What's his name?
They weren't the best players. I mean,
the best striker in the world who bailed out constant managers like Pochettino, who apparently is a coach, but he's also a fucking loser. But not my gaffer, not Ange Postecoglou. We're winners, baby.
Yeah,
I'll correct myself, Alex. I don't usually win in my second season. I always win. How about that? You like them Aussie-sized nutsack, huh?
But Jacob, regardless whether he did it without not his tactics, right? Which I don't think it was him. Yeah, I mean, I think people were telling him what to do, right? Because if he did know what he was doing, he would have done it in the Premier League and would not have had 17 losses, right? He only did it to save his job as well. So I can't have him. I can't have him.
Oh, no. A guy saved his job? You mean like there was pressure being applied to someone in their work, and then they were like, "I got to do better," so therefore I won.
Let me just finish my point on this one.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, stop saying sorry. You're not doing anything rude. Don't worry, man.
I care about you, Alex, and I'm so happy that you're a fucking champion because you deserve this shit, dog. You deserve this,
bro. Don't worry about it, bro. You're fine. Don't worry. But the point I'm making is, right. If he was consistent, if it was him, he'd be consistent with the tactic throughout the Premier League. And if he was maybe he has used it in the Premier League, right? But when we lost the goal, when we were ahead, or we were doing well, we absolutely folded. So it shows to me he has not drilled that defence. He has not done the things on the training ground. So for me, I think the teams in the Europa League just didn't get that goal. And if we did get that goal, because our attack was so bad, right, because we were so defensive, we couldn't do anything. And because Maddison was injured as well, who is our main creator, it's not Kulusevski and it's not Bergvall. It is mainly Maddison that he keeps on playing all over the place. When he plays in number 10, you see the proper Maddison, right? Okay. Which is maybe the reason why he got injured, maybe as well.
33% of the time. He's good 33% of the time. But I'll sign him to a lifetime contract. That's how I feel right now. On Monday, I'll feel different. But it's Friday. It's party time.
Madison, when you play in the right way, yes, he has his faults, right? He creates for us and he gets us our best wins. Right?
Sarr created for us. You know what? Sarr created for us the game-winning goal to do this or that way, to do that.
Yeah.
Have you seen that in your life? Have you seen that in your life, Alex?
Yeah.
You see a fucking shooting star that says, "I love you, Alex," on the way through the sky, and you're like, that wasn't for me. He's probably talking to some other Alex. You love it. You won. Look at your smile. You're a champion, dude.
No, I hear you. But like I said before, right? Okay, is that unfortunately the body of evidence, and someone made a really good point. Unfortunately, I've not been able to do a video because I was so busy at City Splash yesterday at a Caribbean event because I like my soca music. I like my dancehall music. Anyway, moving on. Because I like to enjoy myself.
Bro, if I was on that fucking island, I would be there. If I was on that island, I would be there enjoying dance hall, and it'd make me love dance hall. I only know of Beanie Man.
No. I hear you. Sometimes you just need to do that anyway. But like,
come on, Alex, get your dancing shoes on. You're a champion.
I know, but like I said, yeah, right. It's like the body of evidence we have seen, right, has shown us that this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's not the right tactical guy.
He's a winner.
And things that someone made a really good example of this, yeah, right? You got somebody that is maybe a salesman, right? That you give them his targets, give them their targets to hit the whole year. They're doing really badly, right? Doing really, really badly, yeah, right? Not hitting their targets, and then the decision is going to be made that they're going to sack him. Right, we'll sack that person because it could be anyone, right? Okay, they suddenly get a big deal in, right? So the owner says, "I'm sorry, mate, but we've got to sack him because the body of evidence that you've shown that you've not hit your target the whole year, shown us that you're not good at you're not very good." So
you say not very good. I say 2 out of 2 seasons he's gotten us into European competitions, one of which we've won.
Yeah, but the body of evidence shows you that he was very, very lucky.
That's part of the body of evidence. You can't leave that out. You can't leave that out. You can't do this. I'm going to pick and choose what games and results to do. If you're going to live in the past, which I'm told I'm not supposed to do, but if we're going to live in the past, you have to include all of the past. It's not like, oh, honey, I wasn't a man whore. I only did it with 15 and there's 45 we're not going to discuss because that's not relevant to the conversation, honey, because I was in Brazil when half of those happened. Then I went to Colombia and then I was in Thailand. No, it's either you fucked them all or you didn't. And I like to include all the context. If we're going to do context, give me all of it, all of the body of work. And you're right. Like, I'm not saying any of that to discount what you're saying about the Premier League this year. But in the Premier League last year, European spot that led to a trophy.
The Premier League last year, it was terrible form last year.
We could get the same amount of points. We could get the same amount of points in the last, I would throw a number out there, 8 years, 9-10 years. We get the same amount of points. We ain't getting relegated.
Well, yeah, but that's still not good though, Jacob. That's still not good.
We saw something we've never seen.
Like I said, you're only basing it on the fact that the teams were so bad last season, so bad, right? That's why he had the luxury of playing his second team, and even the second team was still not very good, right? You know what I mean? Like, seriously, look, like we're basing it on.
You're allowed to feel that way, though. I'm just saying. I think the body of evidence should include the championship that we won. Should also include the fact that in his second season, we got to 2 semifinals. One we went on and won the competition. The other one we were 90 minutes away from being in another final. We just got piped by a fucking Liverpool. Well, Archie Gray with the fucking center back.
Yeah, but whose fault's that though? Because he decided
the
not
club.
to get
The club.
No. We're not doing
You
this.
can't.
We're not doing this.
Yeah.
We're
Oh, we're
not
doing
doing
it.
this.
Oh,
We're not doing this.
it.
No.
Oh, yeah, we're doing it.
No, not doing this because if you're gonna do this, Daniel Levy kept your manager.
Big up, Dutch.
Manager, right? Kept your manager when people were voting to sack him, right? So it's not Daniel Levy's fault, right? Daniel Levy kept your manager. That
hey
kept
man,
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Right?
Yeah,
and
he did. Say it again.
If he sticks within this in the summer, but he's doing what the fans want. So sorry, right? Daniel Levy's doing what the fans want. So I don't want to hear no Levy out or whatever. No.
I didn't say Levy out. I said.
No, it's this agenda
regards...
time now. I love this, Jacob.
Well, no.
Agenda
so what
time, because it's now
it's not agenda time. It's not agenda time because let me tell you this, Alex. This trophy doesn't absolve Levy for the other fucking 14 years I've suffered through, and for you longer, and for other fans longer and longer and longer. It doesn't discount that. What this is like, thank you. Now let's go again. That's how it is with Levy. I'm not saying Levy out. Yes. And it was a beautiful parade. And he wrote the check. He said, "Here you go, Party USA. Here you go. Here's a check. Make that bitch bumping." And you know what it was? That motherfucker was bumping.
Listen. We can do this another time here because I've got to go to bed, unfortunately. Yeah, but because my boy Elijah needs to have his time to shine. You know what I mean? Not like he needs a time to shine because I think he's been shining on his own, on his channel.
Because he's a European champion, thanks to Ange Postecoglou and these Tottenham Hotspur players.
It's not just that. It's not just that. This guy makes good content. I've told him that already. You know what I mean? So, like I say, but yeah, I don't agree with that, Jacob. I've got to be honest. I still want him gone. I think it's a big mistake if we don't sack him. Right? There should be emotion in his decision. This should be business. Right? Daniel Levy does business, so business should know what to do, and that's it, right? But I do think, unfortunately, he will be staying because we'll be looking for a new manager. We would have sacked him by now. You know what I mean?
And you know what I say about him staying?
If Paraty comes in, right, that'll be a very interesting time, right? If Ange Postecoglou and Paraty are working together, because I know for a fact Paraty, well, rumor-wise, what would ask Levy in December to sack this guy, right?
And I'm glad he didn't listen to that fucking Italian crook because he's a criminal. How about that?
Well, you're saying to a guy that's maybe coming in June, right now.
Well, guess what? He's not. He's still a criminal. Just because he works for my club doesn't mean he's not a criminal.
Well,
he's just my criminal. He's my Italian criminal, and I'm gonna use him to my advantage. But for now, he doesn't work at Tottenham. He's a fucking criminal. He's a crook. He's calling in favors from a courtroom bathroom. I'm talking about, I'm supposed to care about what the courtroom bathroom caller is supposed to say to Levy? No, because I said, you're right. Levy has given me exactly what I asked for. I said in the summer, stick by a manager when the shit gets tough. Because anytime it starts getting tough and uncomfortable, all Spurs fans and the club start getting squirrely. And they start sacking managers, and then we get fucking Ryan Mason, and then the Ryan Mason Stellini sex symbol thing that they were like, ooh, we're together like two dragons in the air. Fuck, I watched How to Train Your Dragon the other day, and they were fucking, and it was like, yeah, that was Christian Stellini and Mason. And I don't want that shit. That's the trenches. Clement Long lay on loan? Like, we've been in the trenches. And guess what? I'm not anymore. And like you said, Elijah is shining, and you want to know why he's shining? He's shining like a fucking European trophy. How you doing, Elijah?
Take care, guys. Yeah, have a good show. Yeah.
Hey, big up, Alex. Big up, Alex. Make sure you go subscribe to Mr. Box Office.
Take care, guys.
And make sure you go like and comment that video where he says, "I love you, Ange, for this moment. You gave me the moment that I've never seen in my life, mate. Thank you so much."
I only gave him a little bit of credit, because he
done it. Hey, before you go, just let me hear you say it. Tottenham Hotspur, European champions.
We are European champions, yeah.
Get the fuck in, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go that side, bro, because the thing is,
that's you. You celebrate how you want, Some run through a window, some sip tea with their pinky out.
Yes. Very cheeky.
Big up.
I'm
going to the dance. Imagine you at the dance hall. That's how you need to be acting about this trophy. But obviously, like, do whatever you want. I would never gatekeep people's actions. I've said, if I'm Alex, the dance hall king, I'm gonna be strutting my stuff because the people need to see.
Yeah, I know, Jacob, but I'm going to get told off by Alex.
love.
Yeah, I need to go bed.
Much love.
Big up Elijah.
Sleep,
big up to
sleep
Jacob.
well, you European champion. You sleep well.
Take care, guys. Yeah, take care.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Then when we say goodbye to one European champion, we say hello to another European champion. Elijah, how you shining today, my friend?
I'm good. I'm using a new camera, so it's been like cutting out bit by bit here and there. So I don't know if that's because it's not connected properly or because my laptop's trash. I don't know, but I've been trying to get used to using the new camera. But I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right in general.
I've got this, what is it? Logitech. And it was good, but then like every now and then, like on the very bottom, I'll get a like pink flat flickering. It's really weird. But speaking of flickering, I was, watching the boys lift that trophy, and the lights were like flickering off of it, and it was really shiny, and it was nice. Let me ask you, it's Friday night. What are you doing? You worried about work on Monday? You enjoying your weekend?
I'm not the type to party until Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Some people can hang, some people can't. There's kid parties for a reason too. We give out little gift bags.
Yeah, I'm a type to celebrate on the Friday that we win, and then Saturday and Sunday go on about my life till Monday. That's me in it. So I celebrate at the day. I was happy the day after, and then after that, the euphoria kind of wore off. And I'm still happy. Don't get me wrong, but it's just I'm not in that. Oh my God, we just won mood. My camera keeps cutting off. I hate this shit. But yeah, I'm not in that. I'm not in that euphoric mood anymore. I'm just happy in it. We just chilling for real. We chilling. I might have to switch my camera though, because I hate seeing myself.
No worries. You can switch your cameras, but I just need you to, it's not about like everyone's got to be euphoric and all this and that and the other, right?
Yeah, you see the difference. You see why I wanted to use my other one. It's way worse. This one is horrible.
It kind of looks the same to me.
Does it? This one just looks a lot more clearer.
But look, if anyone wants the link, there it is. You want to tell me why Ainge is shit like Alex did? I'll rebuttal you. I got counterpoints to any point you want to make, and there's one overarching theme here.
10 years, you guys been saying from day one till now, boys. I fucking love you. We fucking won the Europa League.
Look at that crowd.
And you all deserve it. Thank you.
I'm told all you could smell is beer and weed. That sounds like a goddamn party to me. And y'all motherfuckers talking about work on Monday.
That is definitely a party, fam.
I would also say this. I found a lot of humor when I heard people say, I was happy. You almost said it, the line, which it's like, the Family Guy skit when they say the title of a movie within the movie. You're like, there it is. You almost did the quote that I was hoping to hear, which was, I was already happy. Why should I be happy now? Which is just great. It's just a great quote.
Okay, fast.
Like I've already had my happy. It's like the day of the trophy. It's like, hey, we should go outside and celebrate. I already went outside. Why do I go outside?
Yeah, you sorry. Did say that earlier in the stream, to be
motherfuckers act too cool. I'm too cool to be fucking. I don't care. I'm busting a move on the dance floor. Guess what? Fucking with the trophy. While people sitting in there in the cuck chair judging motherfuckers like me. And I find it fun and funny that they're like, they want something so bad and they get it, and then they fail to see that they've gotten it. And before too long, it's going to be too late for that. Because there will be that time when it's like, all right, we got to move on. And but someone told me the other day, I got 5 years. It was a rival fan said, I have 5 years to enjoy this. And I think that's about as long as my weekend can last. 5 years.
Fair enough. I ain't got no 5 years.
This club has been a bunch of losers. You go outside and you wear a Tottenham shirt, what they say to you? Bro, I'm in Texas and I got laughed at for wearing a Tottenham shirt. So
you see the WWE, like they had they done a Tottenham chart in the wrestling and shit.
Yeah.
So my boy sent that to me. Oh yeah, I was devastated. I'm like, wow, this is what it's come to now. It's insane, man.
Yeah. Well, Ainge was poor in the league. Well, I would say not, because in 2 years, 2 European finishes. Do you disagree, Elijah?
He was poor in the league this year. He was.
Well, all's well that ends well, I say. You know, the journey can get tough, but it's about it's about getting there, and we got there, you know? And I'm not too worried about all that. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't absolve him of the losses. It just blankets over it, and I don't give a shit about it. Like, I am very much a person that is, all can be forgiven if the right things are done, and the right thing was done. He is forgiven, and hopefully, you know, like I said to Madison on Twitter, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I sign you to a lifetime contract right now. Brennan Johnson, I talked all that shit. Said he's not a winger. Said that's how I feel. And like, for me, when the euphoria wears off, I'll probably be more like Elijah and just falling asleep and saying I don't really care. But like, it hasn't, and I don't know when it will, and I don't want it to. And I'll be honest, like, I've never felt more connected to the club than when I'm interacting with no one and I'm just watching the people that are like there enjoying it. You know, it's like, okay, it revitalized, because, you know, if there's 30 Spurs channels and 28 of them are all going, oh guys, we're losing games, and it's just like, you start getting the idea. I guess all fans are just hotel chair stockholders, and then you see what I saw there, and I'm sure some of those people were like me, concerned, worried, but at the end of the day, like, what's the point of the game? Like, I played the game. I played a lot of sports. The aim of the motherfucking game in every motherfucking sport was win it all. Win as much as you can. Win everything you can. And when you're lifting a trophy at the end, that's what the fuck it's about. You work really hard, all of it, to get to that point. And I don't buy this week. This was an easy run. Do you think it was an easy run? I'm just thinking about stuff I heard Alex say. It wasn't an easy run. You could look at our opponents and objectively say, that's, like, you could feel however you want about it. But Frankfurt are playing in the Champions League. Bodo Glimt are trying to play for the Champions League very soon, but their season like recently started, so they have a playoff or something. I don't know. But you know what? Fuck them Norwegian motherfuckers, because we went up there and took their shit. I take that sandwich, I eat it.
It was kind of easy, to be fair, but
it wasn't. It wasn't easy. Frankfurt won it not that long ago. And then we had to go to their house.
Man United went through. It was easier than Man United. Like, it's one.
But then we beat them. So if it's easy for them to do it, and then we beat the person who did it, what does that make us? Champions.
It's an easier run factually than most of the Europe. It doesn't. No one cares.
I disagree.
In retrospect, no one really cares, and it doesn't really matter. But it was.
I think it does. I think it's a contextual reason why people are afraid to get on the dance floor.
I mean, in 2 years, no one's going to care. No one's going to care. It doesn't really matter. It's only if you win.
YouTube Spurs reps are all cucks. The real fans aren't on YouTube. I'm on you. So you're saying me too, Tottenham Ranger? You fucking shove that cuck right up your fucking ass. How about that? But again, yeah, that's what I'm saying. 250,000 at the parade. 250, 250,000 of people at a parade. And it's like, when's the last time we done that shit? Arsenal, I'm told they had a better year from the Motel 8 manager. They said, oh, this guy, I'm the King Cuck, appreciate that. You know, hey, you could call me a cuck, but I'm in the bed fucking right now. And everybody's like, oh, we got to worry about work. No, I ain't worried about work. I'm partying. What we doing? Like, to me, man, I think it's funny. I think it's very funny, because you get these fucking people that they just talk. They just say shit. They hear people say shit, then they just say it. And then I hear it and I'm like, oh, wow, I wonder where they heard that. And then when you find the source of it, you're like, it makes sense. But what doesn't make sense to me, Elijah, is the fact that people are so quick, and you're one of them, to move on from something we've done 3 times in 143 years as a club. Before your fucking grandma was alive and my grandma was alive. We've done it 3 times. 1882 to 2025, we've done it 3 times. And that is our highest honor. And we matched it. And we're talking about league matches. Does it matter when I'm still at the dance? It's like, I may not have no legs, sure. I can still dance.
I mean, it's just part of my personality to move on from things really quickly.
I know. I know you, so I know you're like,
I mean, I'm happy. Yeah. But I don't mind going down the I don't love the club
I think
as
you
much
need
as
a big
other
hug.
people wrote.
I think someone need a hug
go
and
down that
shake
route.
you a little bit, give you like a little shake 'em baby syndrome.
Hey, look, I'm perfectly fine with the Elijah don't love Tottenham the way others love Tottenham angle.
Ellie, hold this time out. Shut your ass up. Talking that stupid shit in my chat.
What happened? What'd you say?
Saying, careful how you talk. Shut up. It says uncensored. That's a warning.
That
I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want.
Okay. Fair enough.
But continue. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. I don't know what happened, so I'm just gonna move on. But yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine with the Elijah's a fake Tottenham fan thing. If that comes out, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't care.
I think you're just the most chill Tottenham fan. I think we could win the Premier League and you'd be like, hell yeah, I'm so happy right now.
But genuinely,
it's over the moon with joy.
But it's genuinely just because, like, I
like you when you put the chill guy on your stream, bro, it is the most poignant thing because I'm like, this motherfucker win the lottery, become a billionaire. He's like, hell yeah, guys. That's what's up.
It's true though. It's true.
Like, bro, you became a billionaire. Yeah, it's pretty sick, huh?
Yeah,
that's just you though. That's why I try to be as understanding as I can. Like, not everyone's gonna celebrate something the same, but don't discount people who are still celebrating. Is my whole point, because
that's
people
what I try and do,
are taking the piss out of motherfuckers who are still happy. Let's not live in the past, but then I'm gonna bring up statistics from the past. That doesn't work like that for me, because that's contradictive to literally the statement that you said. Like, let's not go outside as you walk outside. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, the whole, you can hang out, I can hang out with grifters, but you got to watch out for a grifter. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I watched that stream, innit? But yeah, no, that's why I try and be as empathetic as possible to people who are still, because obviously it's a huge achievement. It's one of the biggest achievement of almost everyone's life. That's a Tottenham fan. Obviously, the older ones have seen. You know, I forget the years. I'll be real. I wasn't alive, so I don't even. Not to say I don't count it, but I wasn't alive, so I can't put that much stock into it. But yeah, like, obviously, some people they're gonna be like, "Oh, Elijah, how can you, you know what I'm saying, be already past it and moved on?" It's just I don't know. It's just the way I feel. Like, I've got exams.
It's just because I know you that I can, like, I don't have to question why you're like why. I am also a little bit like, I want to shake you and be like, we're champions, you know. Like, you can see I did a little bit of that to Alex. He's smiling. That motherfucker going to bed tonight as a champion. You think he ain't happy about that?
Yeah, of course.
That's why.
And I'm happy
that's why
as
people,
well.
when they say Alex isn't happy enough, I just don't agree with that. Like, Alex is as happy as this can make Alex. Elijah is as happy as this can make Elijah. I am as happy as this can. And so it means different to everybody, and that's why it's like everyone's different. Everyone's gonna inevitably, you know, some people are gonna worry about work on Monday rather than try to enjoy the Friday night and the Saturday night. Like, for me, I have a bad problem when my wife got work early the next morning. The night before, I'm like in my head, like, all right, if I go to sleep at this time, then I get this amount of sleep, and I'm kind of like premeditating almost negatively that I'm gonna be fucked tomorrow because she's got to go to work early. And it's like, okay, when Monday's coming around the clock, that's when I'm going to start saying, all right, what's our transfer window policy? What's our amortization over 5 years? What are we going to do with our fiscal plan? Marketing strategies vertically laid out? Like, no. Stefan says people in Bilbao are still partying. Bro, if I was in Bilbao, I'd have missed my flight on purpose coming back home. My wife would be like, where you at? They kidnapped me. They took me out of here. Jacob, what would it take for you to be Ange out? I think if you get 0 points in your first 3 to 4 Premier League games, that's fair. If you fail to get points in 4 Premier League matches in the beginning of the season, don't waste time. But also, we've been like constructing a plan. We've been like, there is somewhat of a base. Now, whether you could see the framework of the house being erected, and I use that word specifically, or you're like, I don't see a house that's livable yet. Of course not. A fucking house takes time to make, you know? You're going to need some time to build the house, so to speak. And I've always agreed, you know, when people said, oh, it's not a rebuild, because what are you rebuilding to? And I agree, because I ain't seen no glory. So there was no rebuilding to. It was a build. It was starting from fucking nothing. Because when Conte and all that shit happened, that is the lowest I've ever been as a Spurs fan. Michael couldn't even talk about Spurs. He quit the channel. That's how low me and him were about it. But I still did it, and I carried on because I ain't a pussy. I'm not saying he's a pussy, but I ain't one. And so I just carried on, and it get rough and rough. And this year was seeing how elastic is that rubber band. And for me, I'm stretchable like a motherfucking yoga teacher. I'm stretching this shit like I'm goddamn cheerleader doing the splits, flying around in the air, flipping and dipping. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I feel you. That's why, again, I try and be as empathetic, because obviously there'll be people looking at me sideways like, why are you not celebrating? Why are you not lit like Jacob right now? It's completely understandable, isn't it? Some people have
we're different people.
Breaking points.
First
man,
off.
it's just like, like I'd already reached my breaking point 6 years ago. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna hit the same now. Besides, it's like, I mean, I've got a life. Like everyone has a life, but I've got stuff going on in my personal. I don't have time to stay with this for like a week.
My wife has been like, I wish you paid as much attention to me as you have to Tottenham shit this last 2 weeks. Like, because leading up to the final, I'm getting antsy. And then since we've won it, every day I'm just like on the verge of tears watching Tottenham content. I've barely slept. I'm running on empty. And she's like, are we hanging out? And I'm like, yeah, just look at this video real quick. And she's like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And it's like, but we're champions. We're fucking out here. You know what I mean? Like, again, you know, everyone's going to react.
Your wife's personality as a Tottenham fan is me. That's what it is.
She's
that's
like,
what it is.
Walks in, you're still watching Tottenham stuff?
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's literally what it is. But this is like me doing YouTube is how I can express like my fandom as a Tottenham fan. Because like I wouldn't be expressing my fandom if I wasn't doing YouTube, because I'm the only Tottenham fan in my family. I'm the only Tottenham fan in my friend group. It's just me. So I'll be just checking up on the games as we play them and moving on. So being able to actually do YouTube and be part of the community and talk to people is the way I can express.
Don't say community. No, you're gonna trigger me. Don't say cult community around here.
I mean, I have my own little community. I mean, I'm not talking about.
I see your community.
My community is me, Jay, Mike's, Prime, Alfie.
I like who's Alfie? I don't know who that is. So far sounds good.
Alfie,
that's
one of my boys. That's one of my boys. He's an Arsenal fan, but he's one of my boys. Fuck with you. So you and my little community. Who else be on my streams? Really?
Are you kidnapping me? I don't want to be in any community. Wait, what's gonna happen if I speak out against the community? Are you gonna ostracize me?
Nah.
Okay.
Too much effort.
See, this is a community I can be about. It's where everyone's just like, chill. Who gives a shit, man?
You know, there's Jacob. Like we just.
I love that. I'll be in that community. I like that.
We just trying to make content, make good content. You know what I'm saying, and grow the channels and be on some.
Bro
good
said it'd be
vibes.
too much work to ostracize you, so we don't give a fuck what you say.
Bro,
that's the kind of community I like.
We chilling right now. Obviously, me and Jay are Tottenham fans. Mike's is a West Ham fan. Alfie's an Arsenal fan. Prime is a Chelsea fan, but he works with Flawless on his Clips channel, Sarcasm City TV. So obviously Zay as well in the chat as well. He's part of the community as well. Touchline, Man United fan. So you see, like it's not really the club necessarily. It's not just it's just like we a group in it. Like we just be chilling for real.
See, that sounds like what it's supposed to be like, and I like that. Big up Phineas with the super chat here, and we're gonna go ahead and add you to the rotating list of sponsors for the European Trophy to go ahead and make its way onto El Paso, Texas, and into my lap and into my arms forever, which again is my God-given promise to you. I will go to work and I will take it with me. I will wrap it in my favorite shirt and I will keep it safe. And then if anyone happens to call me on the phone, you FaceTime me, I will always have that motherfucker on deck. I go on anyone's channel, I'm going to have that motherfucker on deck. Anytime I'm live, even if I'm doing non-Tottenham content, I'm going to have that motherfucker with me. It's going to be, you know, I tried to sell it to my wife. Like, you know, we had to move the dog out. This is like buying a puppy for $400 that we don't have to feed. We don't have to take it out for shits, but I will care for it. I will love it. I will take it everywhere I go. I will be good to it. I will, you know, all the shit that kids say to parents when they're trying to convince them to buy them a dog or a puppy, you know, $400. That's it. I guess $450. You know, I put $450 for the shipping because it's a heavy son of a bitch, and it's like $75 to ship it. But that's irrespective of the point. Even if we were able to hit 200, I'll buy a little bit of a smaller one. I don't want to, but you know. And my wife was like, "You really think people are gonna spend money to send a fucking fake ass trophy to your house?" And I said, "You'd be surprised what people spend money on, because I want to spend $400 to bring it here. So if someone like Phineas wants to spend $499, and after taxes, basic math would tell me this will be about $283 that I'm gonna bring home from this. I'm adding it to the kitty. So let me go ahead and edit that." What's the weirdest thing you've ever spent money on, Elijah?
The weirdest thing? Shit, what is you know what's crazy? I don't really spend money on weird stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess a vinyl player. Is that really weird?
That's not weird. That's just like, that's kind of cool.
Appreciate that. What's the weirdest? Let me look across my room. Is anything weird? There's nothing really weird.
I mean, I see Dragon Ball Z anime. I see Denzel Curry. These are all cool things.
Yeah, I don't really buy many weird things. You know what it is? All my excess money.
Oh,
my excess money I spend on Uber Eats. You know what I'm saying? When I can't cook.
I'll show you something.
Oh, okay, Bez. Let me see what the chat is saying while Jacob goes get some. Big up everyone. Big up Phineas. $400 replica. Yeah, $400 for a replica Europa League.
This is probably the weirdest thing I bought most recently. It's a Donkey Kong outfit.
Oh shit, fairs.
But it's actually kind of sick, so it might not be weird. Yeah, it's a full ass onesie. The only thing is it doesn't have pockets. Wish it had pockets, but it's a full fucking. It's the full donkey, man, and it's a hood, so I can throw my hood up, and the pants are like big, lots of room for my wiggle room, so to speak, for my members.
I hear it. You know what it is? You should get your wife a Princess Peach one.
I tried, but her favorite's Yoshi, and my daughter is going to be Peach.
You might not want to wear Donkey Kong then, bro.
Well, he just kidnaps her. That's it. It's not nefarious. I'd kidnap my daughter, you know, if I had to. I'd be Liam Neeson.
Unless you kidnap her back. She gets kidnapped, you kidnap her back.
And then I, throw barrels at the Italians that are all trying to steal my daughter.
Fairs. Yeah. So you're gonna have to keep like a Mario one, like tucked away in a vault until like 20 years from now, 30 years from now.
Oh, it's even got the tie and everything. See, it's sick. Fairs. That's probably the weirdest thing I've spent money on lately.
That's not even too bad though. To be fair, I wouldn't even think,
bro, because it's sick, and when it's cold outside, I don't give a fuck. I'm throwing it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, it's not even too bad. I don't really have much. I do have these, which is like, it's like little coconut bowls, but it's like dried coconuts. So like, and there's dried coconuts that got carved into bowls. So I have a few of them. Not weird.
See, that just seems like random. A memento, Yeah.
Yeah, it's just random. I don't know.
It seems like a memento, You time me out for saying what not to be so good. I mean, I'll time out anybody for anything. I'll just, it's Jacob Uncensored. It's not give a fuck about your feelings. Here's a cookie. It's whatever I want it to be. And yeah, $400 for a replica is crazy. But you know what? We've raised $112.83. And Phineas, you're a part of that. But big up again to Jonathan and Futility for their big a daytime hooker. Who's a hooker? Were we talking about hooker? Oh,
Maybe that's the weirdest thing you bought.
Yeah, daytime hooker. Okay. I don't know if that's weird. It just seems like scratching an itch in a technically not legal way in most countries, I guess, unless you're in Netherlands. But Elijah, let me ask you this.
If you record it, it's legal apparently, because that's just pornography at that point.
Isn't that the funny little loophole?
Yeah, you just record it, so you
can't go pay for it. But if you have a camera, now it's not. You're a producer.
Yeah,
you're a producer. You're making stuff. Yeah. So that's nice. That's fun. Let me ask you a question. I'm framing it in a specific way on purpose, and you'll probably understand why when I start to say it. So,
Okay.
Who's been your favorite manager for Tottenham Hotspur since you've been a fan?
My favorite manager.
Do you have one?
Probably Pochettino. He's been my favorite manager.
Okay. What's his favorite thing about him?
Man.
What
You know what
was
it
your
is?
favorite thing about him?
When I became like a proper fan of Spurs, like he was the manager, and just seeing the way, like, because obviously I wasn't in England when I first became like a proper Tottenham fan. I was in St. Lucia, so seeing how the fan base like just loved him, seeing like the way of football we played, like it was fun to watch. You know, like me being a kid, just seeing like my favorite players, or seeing players that would become my favorite players, just balling out, us competing all the time. I don't know, I got really attached, and it really farmed the loyalty I have right now. So for me personally, Poch, he's the one that really, you know, you want to say your first time's always memorable. You know what I'm saying? Poch was the first time, you know what I'm saying? So in terms of favorite managers, yeah, it's probably Poch.
Poch had given. I like Jose a lot. He just seemed like a character, and he brings a lot of football heritage. But I would say, you know, something that both of them got in common there, Elijah?
Poch and Mourinho. I'm guessing you're going that they didn't win shit at Spurs route.
I'll correct myself. I don't usually win things. I always win things in my second year.
Yeah, a little bit.
Tell you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. I never will. Am I going to answer the question, or are you going to keep asking it? No, absolutely. And I think
he talked too much. He looks down in his interviews. Hey, he wasn't doing all that when he said something like this.
All the best television series. Season 3 is better than season 2. Thank you.
And then listen to the song. Postecoglou. Oh, and Postecoglou. He's gonna say Ryan Mason. That would be actually very funny. That would have just correlated so well with the like narrative that we were pushing of like you don't give a shit about anything. You're like Ryan Mason. Bro, I actually this season had to sit through fucking Ryan Mason comps. That's insane to me.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
Bro, they're like, let the king come back. Like, maybe just leave him. He might actually get a job at West Brom. That'd be good. He could actually. Yeah.
Yeah, actually be a manager somewhere for once. Yeah, first.
Sorry, I'm getting a text. I think Hassam's trying to send a raid over. I'm getting sent these Lee Gunner tweets, and it's funny. Says my fucking team, and he's celebrating the Champions League from the women's team.
Redknapp. I've seen a couple of Redknapps as well.
Redknapp?
Yeah, from Daniel from Hotspur Hood. Big up, Dan. Who else we seen? Yeah, I'm St. Lucian, Shorts. St. Lucian, man.
Bale's probably like my favorite all-time player of like
Sane
before Son.
Yeah, Bale's my Sane to Spurs apparently. Apparently he might be on his way. What do you think of Sane?
I think, you know, if you can't make it in a Vincent Kompany system, could he make it in an Ange system? Is it the Leroy Sané from City? I love that. He was a bad boy there. He was bad boy the first couple years at Bayern, but now he's fallen out of favor. They signed Elise. You know, I could hear the argument of like for it, but I could also hear the argument for not because, you know, you believe it or not, Elijah, I know what was being said in your chat. And someone in your chat said he's a light-skinned Timo Werner.
Yeah, because I said it first and then he repeated.
Okay. So
yeah, that's why. Yeah, I called him Black Werner. So
you know what? While I have you here, this would be a good time to ask you about some of the comments that were made. Let me see here. I've screenshotted a few of them for referencing. So there's a moderator in your chat says, So you were watching the Sava video with the dude, that Ben dude, which I just want to say that is a chaotic shit, but like
He's
that
the one.
Ben
I called
guy.
him the wannabe Jacob, by the way. I could.
Why?
Called him
Why? Because he's. I was gonna
White
say
guy
I
with long
like
ass
him.
hair.
Now I don't want to. I was gonna, why
Wannabe
calling
white,
me?
white guy with long ass hair, bro. You know.
Oh man!
Oh
come
shit,
on.
Shoshi. Look at Shoshi going crazy.
Hey, Shoshi.
That's crazy. Big up Shoshi, man.
Big up Shoshi. Come on with the super
Shoshi,
sticker.
got
I'm
it.
actually going to navigate to YouTube so I can figure out what that is, and we can put Shoshi on the list. Sure. Oh, also, whatever membership money from the month comes in, whether you've like just renewed or got a membership like Benny, I'm going to also put that to the fund because I just told my wife that trophy's coming up, Pastor, just like a 17th. I don't know how we're going
made of
to
metal?
Bilbao. What's that?
Is it made of metal, the replica?
It's like it's a thicken. You want to see it?
Yeah, because like if it's $400, I would assume that it has to be made of
it's
metal.
fucking.
And
It's
it's the proper thing.
It's the motherfucker.
Okay, because you know what it is. I've seen some scams, bro. I've seen some scams in America, man.
Well,
Yeah, it's a bit crazy.
it might not be. I actually think it's a retailer in China.
Fairs. One time, one of my American friends, right? He literally, this was when PlayStation 5s first came out, right? For some reason, like me and my American friends, we were taking pictures of our PlayStation 5 in it. We just to flex on people with PlayStation 4s. So we had it in a group chat, and he took one of them. God damn, that's a big ass trophy. Well,
I'm gonna do this while you talk, and I'm gonna add my other camera real quick. Keep talking.
Fairs. But yeah, so he basically screenshotted a couple of pictures of our PlayStation 5s, and like obviously when you screenshot it, it shows that you screenshot it. So I asked him like, "Yo, why are you screenshotting pictures of PlayStation?" He's like, "Yo, I can't lie. He's got some people that he scammed where he needs to send pictures of proof." So he literally got scammed.
Oh, man.
He got like $2,000 of scam money. Just scamming people on PlayStations.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit happened to me when I was when I had a job and I was first like started making like decent money. I was like, I'm gonna go buy some Beats by Dre Studio over the ear headphones, and they're like $400 or $500 retail at the time. And there's a dude on Craigslist selling them for $200. I was like, fuck yeah. So, and that motherfucker got away with my money. But let me put Shoshi over here, and I'm gonna move Shoshi in the ranking. You're officially number 3. Wait, because I can't remember who donated the bigger. But you know what? I'm just gonna put Shoshi in here. I'll sort that out later. I was like, maybe I put it in order to see, does top 4 really matter, or does just getting the trophy here matter? I would say the latter, but there's only 4 so far, so either way, by default, and in our hearts, Shoshi is number 3.
Man.
There you go. There you go. Because I don't know what's more like. When I was doing the tattoo stream, Jonathan G and Futility both donated. I just don't know how much like 150 Aussie dollars is to US dollars.
It should if you go to YouTube Studio, it should like do the what do you call it for you. It'll do the currency change for you. So yeah, just the money.
Oh, speaking of, Jonathan picked up that membo. Come on now.
Hey,
Bro, call him a wannabe Jacob. That's crazy. And he gifted 10. Hey, we're Samina, hey, waka waka, hey.
Good. Ah.
Look at this. They're engraving Tottenham Hotspur's name on a fucking trophy, man. This is fucking bullshit.
Cold.
Isn't that beautiful?
Fucking amazing.
The breeze is stupendous. I want to dance. Let me show you how.
Come on. Come
Shout
on,
out to
Jonathan,
Heung,
gifting 10 membos. Now I actually really have to navigate over to the YouTube page to see who got those memberships because StreamYard's, got stocks in the Motel 8 just like everybody else. Big up Jonathan with the 10 membos, man. Come on, man. There we go. There's my channel. Let's see who got it.
Hey,
I feel
you get to see some people just chilling in the background. They got their memberships
Hey,
going
let's
now.
see who's chilling in the back. I see Rob Frank right now.
I've never in my life felt like I do right now.
This some different kind of shit. And I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's peak, man. Hey, some people, they might just be low key.
Hey, Mikey Romero. That sounds like two of my favorite young up and coming players, Kuti, and
up and coming.
Oh yeah, sorry, he's the Michael Jordan of finals because when he gets to a final, he doesn't fucking lose. And what else he did is so there's my one theory real quick before I read off the new members because this is something I did want to talk about that I distracted myself and actually didn't end up talking about. I was trying to go to check out that header. Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, there you go. I already did that. Mito, the best Egyptian player I've ever seen. He says back Postecoglou or you're a bitch. Would shout him out for that. Oh, this is the one. So Romero says he will leave if Ainge is sacked. And then when we win, he says we must continue. This is the path. Come on, man. Also, speaking of come on, man, we've got someone coming on to the channel, and it's the man who's helping Bill Bao make his way to Texas. How are you doing, Jonathan? Thank you, first of all, for becoming a member and then gifting the members, and then you were very generous during the tattoo stream. And then also, just thank you for being here. And you're always commenting on the channel and saying nice things, and I really do appreciate this. So first of all, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just wanted to jump on and say congratulations to you and all the Tottenham fans. You guys all deserve this. Speak to Jacob nicely and speak to all you fans nicely, man. Stay blessed. Don't be stressed. And hey, man, I just wanted to jump on and I'm not a Tottenham fan, but I'm a Jacob fan. So I just want to jump on and say, please, seriously, enjoy your trophy. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise and enjoy it. You guys are European champions. Hopefully my team will be this weekend as well. We'll see you in the next game.
Let's get the fuck in. You're getting me hyped. Anytime someone calls me a European champion, bro, I've never felt
enjoy
that.
It. Honestly,
I trust me. One thing you can take it to the motherfucking bank, and I ain't talking about your credit card. I'm talking about my enthusiasm has not dwindled. I've just been able to get a little more sleep. That's the only thing that's really changed for me. I didn't sleep not a second that night. And it wasn't good. Bro, I'm at home. I don't go out. If you saw the tattoo stream, when I go out, I have a fucking respirator. No one's trying to party with the dude with the respirator. So it's like, I chill at home. You know what I mean? But I was just watching everything I could that involved us in the moment and just reliving it and feeling it. And, I've felt like for me, for something that I've waited on for so long to finally get it. And I asked exactly for this. I said, I would take it. 17th in a Europa specifically. I think I said 100%. As low as 15th and a Carabao was the lowest.
No, well, I've even I saw something recently. I think you may have put it up in one of your last streams, Jacob. Is that 2 years ago? Someone was saying, "I'll take 17th and a European Cup," and that's what happened. And it's like, you know what? Things can happen. Crazy things do happen. Enjoy this, and you know what? You can celebrate this until there's a new European champion because you are the current Europa League champions, and don't let anyone take that away from you. The glass, and let me just ask a simple question because I don't want to stay too long. Got to get back to work. But are you a person that looks at the glass half full or half empty? Because if it's half empty, it's still completely empty. Be happy that you have something. Yes, it was a shit domestic season, but who cares? You have a trophy at the end of it. And there are how many other clubs that can't parade that? So take the win while
Arsenal
you can, and
are
don't let
falling
anyone
down.
take
Do,
it
do, 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 do. Ange gave us European crowns. Do, 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 do. That's the song I'm singing. Because I don't want no
There you go.
motherfucker to forget that I'm a European champion because of Ange Postecoglou. 143 years, Jonathan, of Tottenham Hotspur. And 3 times this has happened. And Ange is a third of that. Come on now.
Exactly. And Elijah, very nice to meet you, man. And you're a nice,
meet you,
chill
man.
guy, mate. The chill guy suits you to a T, man. I've seen you a few
Dude,
times. And you're a
yeah,
legend,
I'm
bro.
telling you. Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man.
Nah, but you're a champion. Live it up, guys. Don't worry about next season. Who cares where you finish? And just enjoy now. Seriously. Don't worry about you finished
Yeah.
17, 21
You read that
losses.
book
Who
too,
gives
huh?
a shit? Yeah, man. Fucking hell, man. Like, my team lost the league this week. You reckon I care? Man, this week I could be European champion as well. So I don't care. It doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. There are good times and there are bad times. Don't dwell on the bad times. Enjoy the good times, because otherwise, what's the point of life? Seriously.
Yeah.
If you can't enjoy the highs, don't be down in the lows. That's it.
That's kind of why I want to just give myself credit for being so damn creative and witty. When I said it's still Friday night, baby, it's still Friday night. I ain't you could talk to me about work on Monday. My reply is going to be the same. I'm fucking on the Spurs bed tonight. And that's bottom
100%.
line.
Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it, but enjoy.
Hey.
Keep up the vibes. Love you guys.
Come on.
Keep it up.
Come on.
Like, remember, Europa League champions, live it up, and I hopefully see you guys in a couple of weeks for the next game. So we'll see.
Yes, sir. For that Super Cup. And then Ange become, bro,
Exactly.
3 trophies in 4 months. Come on now. Everybody going to have to talk to me real nice. Then I have to buy a Super Cup, the Suit of America. Hey, we'll get there when we get there. But Jonathan, thank you so much, first of all, for calling in. Always good to see a smiling face. Reminding me to do exactly what I'm doing. Enjoying the fuck out myself like a European champion.
Be up, everyone, and don't hate, just love, man, because the world's better with a smile instead of a frown. So just
Look,
love on each other. Seriously.
Even
That's
a big
it.
YouTube friend of mine says Australian dudes cooking.
That's it, man.
Because,
Don Hassan,
like-
watch you too, man. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Enjoy your league too, man. Far
Yeah,
out.
come on,
Big
dog.
wins, man. That's
That's what I'm
it.
saying. Some of the nicest people to Tottenham haven't been Spurs fans. It's been Liverpool fans, and that's weird because
100%.
it's like they're also who denied us our biggest European glory as well. So it's like, it's just kind of full circle. And Ange is the guy that brought us all turn around. There's Ange Postecoglou. Oh man, I'll serenade him, but he ain't gonna want to hear it. He's in Greece, which they're all talking about. Is he gonna get sacked? We're gonna sack him tonight, man. We gotta get him. We're gonna storm the villa and we're gonna get him out of there. And it's like, bro, he's kicked up in Greece right now. You think he give a fuck what we talking about?
That's what I was gonna say. You think he gives a fuck about what's going on, man? Like, fuck, man. He's living it up, and that's it. From one Australian from Sydney. Love you guys. Take care. All right, mate. Let's fucking go. European champions. Fuck
European,
yeah, mate.
yeah. Let's go. Come on,
See you
man.
guys. Take care.
Big up. See you, buddy. Thank you again for the very generous. Let me make sure I go through it here.
You're welcome,
He
brother.
grabbed his membership. He hit his 10.
Renewed it.
He renewed it, and then he also gifted 10. So make sure Dub's in the chat, first of all, for Jonathan being a dub of a human, and then a dub of a supporter of Jacob, and then a dub of a supporter of you too as well, because 10 of y'all got memberships thanks to the Aussie guy. You know what? You probably made some people mad because they've been saying this Aussie fat cunt, get him out of my send his ass back to Australia. And you're like, here you go, mate. Here's a membership bag. Enjoy it on the way out, mate. Yeah, come on.
Get your kangaroo out, Jacob. I want to see it out later.
Hey,
all right?
yeah, hang on.
He's going back to get the kangaroo.
Love that kangaroo.
Send his dumbass flat cunt back to Aussie bastards. Yeah, get in. Get in. We're champions, dude.
Enjoy,
God.
guys. Don't let
Big
anyone
up.
tell you otherwise. You're fucking European champions and fucking live it
Come
up. That's
on.
it. Let's fucking go. See you,
Get that
boys.
fat Aussie cunt.
Bye-bye,
Yeah. Big up. There you go, Jonathan. That was fun. You
that's
hyped up
fun,
now,
man.
Elijah? Because I'm ready to go again.
Lord knows I'm not hyped, but hey, we here, man. Hey, we here, we happy. Hey, I'm gonna try and rise my energy levels to the occasion. You already know me, man. You already know me, man.
Just your general. No, I'm not. But that's awesome. So
Yeah, cool story, bro. You know what?
I said
don't remember
we
that.
struggled to get it up.
Okay, but moving right along. Look, first of all, Don Hassan, big up to you, my friend, and congratulations on your 20th Premier League title, all you Liverpool fans out there. There is one way I can punch a Liverpool fan in the gut with my words, and that's "Ay papi chulo matesar" is more draped in more European glory than Gravenberch, than Sabozably, huh? Than McAllister, even though he's got a World Cup. We ain't going to look at that right now. We're just going to talk about Europe. What else? Who else is on there that ain't that wasn't there when they won the champion? Anyway, that's my one up on them, even though, 20 Premier League titles, we could just bypass that part and just say, I'm a European champion. And then when they say, why are you acting like an asshole? It's like, I've never been here before. Excusez-moi, no habla inglés,
Fast, I hear it.
Brenda,
we could be shameless.
You said that, Oh, your camera froze. I thought you were just staring at me like, is this fucker gonna shut up? But I was just...
This is just my I don't know why my camera keeps freezing, but I'm gonna have to live with it for now.
I'm gonna say because it's draped in European glory. But let me get this stuff taken care of because I'm trying to find out. There we are. Mikey Romero. Kuti? Is that you? Kuti? Are you? Is that you, buddy? Hang on, I got something for you now, Kuti. Where you at? There you are. Wait. Where is it? Did you delete it? I oughta. Where's the Kuti core? Yeah, I have some Kuti core.
Oh,
where's my Kuti? There. So congratulations to Mikey Romero getting a gift membership. Sean D. And then we've also got Zier Talks grabbing that membo. Thanks to Jonathan. Make sure you say dubs in the chat for Jonathan, my G. I need to actually put the A in his name because I put John Nothin in the little banner that isn't scrolling at this current moment. But thank you so much. He's a big old sponsor making that thing come on over here to El Paso. Matty K, European champion himself, parade goer extraordinaire. Tuchels, Tucolis? I don't know. But big up to you, Demetrius as well. And then Rob Frank, Levy in, Ange out. Gotta love that, because Levy's been here and we ain't seen European glory. And then Ange gets here and we do. And then you want to get him fucked off. That's funny. But you are a member now as well. Zumac, a frequent flyer, you're a member. Tottenham Ranger, you're a member. Sir. Nova. What's that song from Oasis? Supernova. Oh, you don't listen to fucking old white man music?
Not Oasis, no.
I only listened to that one song because I tried to learn it on the guitar so I could play it at parties like that one guy who's just trying to serenade the bitches. But thankfully, I never learned, and then that became like a cringy thing to do. It was like, oh, there's that guy at the party playing Wonderwall.
Oh, it became cringy. Okay. I mean, the song is a little bit cringy, but it's iconic still. It's still an iconic song.
You know what else is iconic there, Elijah?
All the best television series. Season 3 is better than season 2.
10 years, you guys been saying from day one till now, boys. I fucking love you.
I fucking love you.
I
fucking love you.
Europa League.
We fucking won the Europa League. God damn. And we deserve it, Elijah. Elijah's in the crowd going. Yeah, man, we fucking won it. You're right, dude. It's fantastic. Really just jumping here. Jumping
you
like
know how chill I am, bro? Like, I was at the protest. I wasn't even shouting. That's how chill I was, man.
Everyone's like, get this fucker out of here. And you're like, get him out of here.
I was like, I don't even know if I said the child. I was just chilling for real.
I'm gonna find some videos somewhere. I'm gonna see something, and it's gonna remind me of you and like the most memorable moment of your life thus far, and you're just like, I love this. I promise I am having fun. Have you ever seen Team America World Police? Random question.
Nah, I haven't.
It's made by the creators of South Park. It's like a puppet movie, anti-American propaganda film. It's funny, but in there, she's like, if you promise me right now that you'll never die, I'll sleep with you right now, or something like that. And he goes, I promise I will never die. And then they do it. And it was just, I always say that to my wife when she's like, make me a promise that I don't really believe in. I'll just be like, I promise I will never die. Yeah. And she's like, shut the fuck up. I hate that movie. But anyway, big up James Bond. Yes. It's not James Bond. This is a James Bond. Says Ace Ventura. Jacob, you finally catch the white bat, and I didn't have to eat guano to do it. Thank you so much, James Bond. Have you seen Ace Ventura, Elijah? Because
not the entire thing, but I've seen clips. I've seen clips of it.
Big up Dylan for grabbing a membership as well. He grabbed a membo. Let me go ahead. James Bond with the $5. So since it's from USA, my basic mental math will say that's about $3.12. That after YouTube take their little. So I'm going to go ahead and add $3.12 to the banner. Thank you so much. And then Dylan, I don't know what membership you grabbed, but we're going to add you to the sponsors because you're sponsoring the trophy, baby. Talk to me, baby. James Bond. And then we've got Dylan. Just Dylan, baby. Come on now.
Sorry,
Jonathan G ×2. What'd you say?
Nah, sorry, I was reading David. David became a member, left a message. Just rest in peace to your mom, man. Sad to hear that.
Oh, David Shear, member for 18 months, long time supporter. He's been supporting longer than that, I think. Come on, you fucking Spurs. Hey, Jacob, been busy with my mom's bro.
It's unfortunate, man.
Don't tell me that, because I love you, dude. I care about you. We've had a lot of good conversations. We FaceTime, we talk. As my other mate from down under, my fella Aussie mate. Dude, I've been saying Ange won this for all of Aussies. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Mate, for a guy who's never gotten a handout, never fucking handed in not anything in his fucking life, it's really poor terminology used for European champion, mate. I'm not a clan. Anyway, I use humor to distract myself when there's serious discussions because I'm sorry to hear that, David. May both of our mothers rest in paradise, and I'm sure you gave her a beautiful sending off. So it's tomorrow. Awesome, Ange. Thank you for the happiness for this club and fans. David Shear, there's something that I was actually talking with George Direct Diaries about privately, obviously, like not on air or anything.
Big up George.
And yeah, big up George. Make sure you subscribe to Direct Diaries. That's my man. And he's one of these like, I love this, and then they're like, well, what do you think about Ange? He's like, I want Ange out, and like people think just because I don't agree with people, I can't like also like them as a person. It's crazy because it's like football, It's like your opinion on fucking spaghetti with meatballs versus Alfredo. Like, that's not going to affect how I feel about you. You know what I mean? I'll just try and convince you that Alfredo sauce is Ayo. Spaghetti sauce is not. But we move.
Is it Ayo?
Alfredo sauce?
I don't.
Have you ever poured Alfredo sauce over your chicken and pasta? You telling me that's not Ayo?
I don't cook Alfredo. I know how to cook food, so I don't have to just boil pasta all the time. You know what I'm saying?
But real quick, hey, Mikey Romero joined. He's in the back real quick. Let me just say, David Shear, I'll be thinking about you tomorrow, buddy. I'll be thinking about you. If you need anything.
Big up for the 10 gifted as well, David.
Oh, gifted 10. Oh, shit. Too. I think contractually I'm obligated to play you a clip. That's a beautiful sight. Just a bunch of grown men singing together. And let's bring another grown man up in here. Mikey Romero. You're not, in fact, Cuti Romero. I'm not going to say I'm disappointed. But big up to you. How you doing? Good to see us. First time I've ever met you. How you doing?
Listen, I'm still on a high. I love that you're so chill because I just regained my voice after this whole week. I've been a Spurs fan for about 12 years now. So obviously this is the biggest moment we've seen. League phase, who gives a crap? We're European champions. That's how I feel.
Thank you. Well, let me tell you this about the league. If the point that everyone is harping on is that if we pushed on in the league and we did this, what is the goal there if we're not going to win it? To qualify for Champions League and make Champions League money. We did that. So then what? Well, you got to do it the way I told you to. It's like we like the last day of the season, Chelsea's fighting for their honor ostensibly versus Forest. You have other teams that are actually like competing for like the race is over for us. The feet are up, baby. We made it. We're in the clubhouse. You're on fucking hole 12.
Yeah.
And listen, man, I'm glad to hear it. How are you feeling? How are you feeling today? What is today? Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or you already started your Monday? I'm going to assume you didn't start your Monday because you came on here with some fire.
We're still on Friday.
Hey, it's Friday every day. It's Friday every day.
I've worn a Tottenham jersey for the last 7 days. I won't stop.
Same. Come on.
Listen,
Come on, man.
I want the Super Cup next too. We got
Talk to me.
We got to dream big. No, man, forget that.
These trophy funds are going to get out of hand. They're going to start saying I'm a grifter, I'm only in it for the trophies.
Legit.
They're going to start saying I'm only in it for the trophies.
And it's funny you bring that up, Jacob, because I won't harp on it for too long, but I
love that kid, by the way. It's one of the
appreciate it. It's a Modric kid. It's one of my favorites.
Luca, come on now.
I found you through those English channels, ironically enough. So watching your stream the other day, I was just a little mind blown that it's like, I mean, obviously we don't know these people in real life. I'm just a Spurs fan from Jersey. No one gives a shit about us,
Hey, shout out Jersey. You got any Gabagoo in the fridge?
From Jersey as well. My boy Fridge is from Jersey
Hey,
too.
I
love The Sopranos, bro. I don't know how long you've been watching the channel, but I'm rewatching it again because I just love me some Gabagoo. I need to get some of that.
Quick side story. I've been to a few of the sets of Sopranos. I mean, I'm only 30, but they filmed in Jersey City where I was born and raised, and so I would go to some of the sets and seen some of the cast. Amazing people, amazing show.
Nice.
But so
R.I.P. Gandolfini, man.
Of course, yeah. But seeing all the shadiness, it's like, come on, we're supposed to be a family. We all support the same badge. This is what we support. It's not anyone's in like personal intentions that we're trying to go after, and what the club does ultimately has nothing to really do with us.
I know, but I feel like the people's ego and pride, they're like, I'm so important if they just listen to me. And I'm fine if people want to feel that way. I'm not of that subscription because I've never run a multi-billion company from a standpoint of Enoch or Levy. I've never managed at the highest level like Ange Postecoglou and won the third highest honor humanly possible to an English Premier League team. Ange did, though. You might not have believed in me, but Ange did. You might not have thought we could do it, but Ange did. You might not think that we were the ones. Ange did. You thought Ange lost the locker room. Ainge didn't. It's like, bro, we could do this all day. I admit wholeheartedly, I was fucking scared, but not of like relegation. That was never a fear.
No.
I was only scared of this whole thing that I thought we were starting to do would die and get blown up because a lot of managers have been sacked for a lot less, quite frankly. A lot of managers with a higher pedigree. Jose Mourinho is the first one I come to mind. I ain't talking about Pochettino. There is no pedigree where Pochettino is above Ange Postecoglou. Let's get that through our heads. There's nothing that Maurizio Pochettino, hey, I'm not a clown. Yes, you are, in comparison to Ange Postecoglou. I am not a clown. Yes, you are. And honestly, dude, one of my Chelsea friends, Marshall, shout out Casually FC. I joined a show and he was like, I can't wait to play this for you. And it's Ange, I'm not a clown, mate. And it's like, no, that's got to be AI. He didn't say that. It was like, yeah, he said it today. I was like, I've been hiding under a rock. There's no way he said that under today. And it was true. And it's like, wow, Pochettino has I am not a clown. Now we have not a clown, mate. It's like, we're really cooking, but with European oil. How about that? Not that shitty American stuff that we got over here that they force us to eat. Fuck the FDA. So you're from Jersey.
Yes, sir.
From Jersey. When you cross the street and there's a car nearby, do you say, hey, I'm walking in?
Not necessarily me, but I do have a lot of people who do. What you doing? Watch out, I'm walking here.
Hey, what you doing? I'm walking in. Anyway, I like to have fun with that because down here in the South, they're like, I'm not from New York. I'm from Jersey. I'm like, so you're from New York? Okay, cool. It's like everybody's from New York over there.
So I work in the city. I'm 10 minutes away from the city, so I can see the city from my house. So it's no different from us. I just say tri-state normally because, it's just we're all in one little area that we can get to in 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's all. I've been to New York before and way long ago. But look, I don't mean to digress. Let me just again say thank you, David Shear. I need to add you to the list, the ever-evolving list that's not actually running right now. But 10 memberships, that's going to put you up there. With Jonathan, and Shoshi. Shoshi did a fit though. I need to get this organized, but I just need to get David Shear's name up on the board. But you've effectively made top 4, which I guess is enough, David. So you don't have to do anything ever. You just be Pochettino forever. Top 4 is not a trophy. Go win war a trophy, Tottenham. You're shit fucks, Tottenham, because you don't win. But guess what? We do, and then we're still shit fucks. That doesn't make sense.
You can't win them all,
Hey, I'll say this. Sometimes dogs, when they're very, very hungry, they don't realize how much they've been eating, and then they overeat, and it's not good for dogs. So I would say just pace yourself, little puppies. We're all eating good tonight. And big up Sean Hurl with a £2 dono. I love you. I love Spurs. I need this feeling.
Scoop me duck, got one of my rooms all flooded with gold. I done bought 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carat in stones.
That's how I feel about that, Sean Hurl. Shit, you know what I'm about to hurl at you? Some motherfucking hearts. How about that? Hey, come on, Sean. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, there's over 300 people here right now, by the way, from the Hassam raid. Make sure you are liking and subscribing to the video, the channel, all that fun stuff, because it's free. And this channel, I'm going to be doing a lot more than just and it's perfect because the summer's coming up and I could do a transfer show. I don't have to fucking, I think what it is people are like, I got to talk about this, not just every day, to fucking 3 times a day. And it's like, when you're constantly doing something, you kind of just get into a rhythm of repetitiveness and you kind of just forget what you're saying in that sense. And I think that it can get a little dulled down. So that's why the first hour of the show, I try to fucking just scream all my thoughts out. So that way we can have fun. I can start playing clips, interrupting people, and just anytime I put the link out there, say, anyone want to join, there's the link. Tell me I'm wrong, and I'm just going to scream in your face, I'm a European champion, talk to me nicely or don't talk at all. It's that simple.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, Elijah gets to talk to me chill. He doesn't have to talk to me nice. He can just talk to me chill.
Such a chill dude.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
he's like a meme, with his hand in his pocket.
He's just like, he's like, yeah. I'm beaming with right now. I am beaming with excitement. But big up Sean Hurl. Appreciate that super chat. And thank you to everyone. thank you to everyone who's helping get that fucking trophy here. And my wife just texted me and said, so you never told me you think you'll be done soon. So I think that's a good cue for me to start getting the final remedies going. She almost divorced me because I was like, I need to buy this $400 trophy. And she's like, what in the fuck are you going to do with a $400 trophy, you weirdo? And I said, hold it. Basically like this kangaroo. Because earlier in the season, I was holding it as a trauma support because we just kept losing. And then people were like, tell me about your loss. And I'd just be like, I hate everything. I love this kangaroo. Ange, it's not your fault completely. Yes, you should have done these things better. But guess what? It's just me in Texas, never managed a Premier League club, saying, I think instead of in the 68th minute, maybe the 55th minute is when you should have done. We don't know. At the end of the day, we don't know. And what they've been doing to discount this fucking achievement for Ange is saying, well, if he wouldn't have won it, it'd be our worst season. Fact. Well, fact is, we ain't lose, and it ain't our worst season. We got our 4th successful manager.
Okay, so I'm under the notion, I've said this a lot. I don't necessarily.
No, I'm not a
think
friend
it's
of Sean,
always
by the way.
Ange.
Sorry. There's a question that said, are you a friend of Sean? I was, but because I didn't fall in line and listen to exactly what he wanted me to do, he told me to fuck off. I'm an idiot and a whopper. So then I said, all right, you're a pussy. How about that? And then that's that. So no. But sorry to interrupt you. Continue.
Nah, no worries. I know where your head is at this moment.
I'm a European champion. We're out here. I don't know where I am.
Where's the Poro?
Yeah, come on. All I know is just don't let Poro over for dinner because ask João Felix. But we move.
I definitely think players, just gave it up at some point. Sometimes they weren't always giving their all, making silly fouls, not playing to their full potential. Because at the end of the day, yes, you can blame Ange for everything, but these players got to play on the pitch. They got to give it for the badge too,
That's kind of okay. So watching Pochettino and all that bullshit we were doing, and it was just like, okay, like whatever. I was just kind of riding the vibes. But with Jose, I was like, there's an actual expectation here. Like I have an actual real, as a football fan, this is a guy who he just big dicks it everywhere, media, pitch, everywhere. And so I was just like, yeah, we're gonna get it done. And then we started losing, and I was just kind of like, is this mean he's shit or these players are shit? Because it's like at the end of the day, he's not kicking the ball. He's just laying out the game plan, picking the team, making the substitutions, if any at all. And that's all stuff that I think he should be blaming. But for me, it's like there's 2 matches. Okay, the fine line between where we are in the league and where people, I guess, wanted us to be, I think is a matter of 6 losses. And there's so many more games that we had fucking 20 plus shots and not one of them go in. And that is a fault of the players. He can only get you. There's something Pep said, and Ange didn't really say it because, he is also trying to maintain a nucleus. So he's not going to just go, hey, they're all shit. He's actually a manager, unlike Conte, that said, yeah, it's shit, but that's my shit. It's my fault. I'm going to take it. I'm going to make it great. And then they start taking the piss out of him. He can't do it. He won't do it. He da-da-da-da-da. And then he said, you know what? I'll double down. Bro, you're about to, in the movies when they're like, all right, I'm going to do it. And they're like, do it then. And then like, okay, it's like, bro, doubled down and almost died. And here we are as European champions. And so how am I going to be mad? Again, I said, I'll worry about Monday when we get there. And like, Alex, shout out, make sure you subscribe to Box Office THFC. Make sure you subscribe to him because he said something about 10 games. I was like, who the fuck said I didn't say 10 games. Why are you talking to me about 10 games? You lose 3 Premier League matches in a row, I'm probably fine. You want to go. I'm big up Matty K, new member from the Gifters. He asked, what would it take for you to be Ange out? I don't think, like, I play into the, like, he's Jesus thing because it's funny and it makes people uncomfortable. And I like that personally. It's kind of a weird trait I have. And I find it, I just believed a little bit, 5 months ago, everyone's saying, get him the fuck out of my club. He's a fat, we all heard it. Right. And 5 months ago, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make an AI photo of him with the Europa trophy. And I'm just going to say I'm manifesting. And you know what? God damn it. You can't tell me I was wrong.
Nope.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do. That's what we'll do before we leave, before my wife actually divorces me. I want to look at some of the responses. Like people were like, "Oh, good job, Jacob. Now they're really gonna shit on us." And it's like, talk to me now, huh? There's that. Wait. Let's see. Where's the boop? Let me add the other camera. Schloot. The camera what? The camera schloot. There it goes, and we'll put you right over there, and we'll blue it, and we'll put him right over there. And there we go, like magic. That's fucking production right there.
There you go.
But big up everyone who got gifted. Make sure you say dubs in the chat for David Shear. Make sure dubs in the chat for Jonathan G. Dubs in the chat for all the donos like Shoshi. Yeah, Kaba. Come on, Kaba. Cobber. If you say the hard R, is it racist? I don't know.
There you go.
You know, is it Kaba or Cobber? I don't know. I don't want to offend anyone.
Depends on what comes before the hard R, bro.
I don't want to hard R it. You know what I mean? That's just a fun joke. Anything ending in R, you can always say that. You know, to make light of a tense situation. Like I said, I like making people uncomfortable. But I did this 5 months ago. I started manifesting, and now I had. Let me ask you this, Mikey Romero, which I'm just is it Mikey Moore and Romero's love child, the best footballer ever?
Nah, man, I'm just
that's actually your name.
Kid from Jersey, yeah, man.
Oh, you're from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Boricua, yes, sir.
Ay, bonita, orera, orera. My stepdad's from Puerto Rico, so I consider myself honorary.
Pick up. Yes,
he
sir.
says I'm 25%, but are all Puerto Ricans OCD about cleaning like David Beckham? Are you like that? My stepdad's a mental man.
Yes, yeah.
You are too? Maybe I was wondering. I was like, is this
every Saturday? My mom would have us clean the whole house. So now every Saturday, if I'm not watching football, I'm cleaning the house.
Okay, at least that answers that. Now I got something to throw at him. Excuse me. Is that Lewandowski behind Ange? He's really high cheekbones, which that is kind of Lewandowski. I was thinking Alejo Valise. Lucas Vasquez, I could see it. But Ainge is super cross-eyed, so I was like, I feel bad posting this, but my G, we're manifesting. We can't worry about what our eyes look like, because now we got real photos, and his eyes are not crossed, and it's fucking beautiful. But I wanted to ask you this, Mikey Romero, definitely not a fake name, love child between two great footballers we have. When you saw the photos, did you believe it for a while? I thought it was AI. I can't lie. I was like, just so used to disappointment, I guess.
So it was honestly unbelievable. I watched the final. I usually watch all the games at home with my wife. She actually bought into Spurs as well, so we watch everything together. My wife and my son. But there's a supporter group here, a supporter here in New York York Spurs. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
They have a bar in the city that they own. It's only a Tottenham bar. No other sports club. No basketball, football, baseball. None of that. Just solely Tottenham. So it was a great scene. They sold tickets to the event and everything. And just being around a bunch of Spurs fans is something I'm not used to. Because like Elijah said, I'm one of the only Spurs fans in my group. You know, I have Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans, a few Arsenal fans. Don't talk to me, though. But even...
I mean, they can, but it better be motherfucking nicely.
You know it. So, you know, it was a great scene. And, you know, I got messages from my family members. They don't even watch soccer, but they were congratulating me. It's like something you've never experienced. And I'm a big sports lover. I love all sports, so I watch everything across the board. And I've seen championships for other teams, and it never felt like this.
Yeah,
it has.
That's kind of what I was saying at the top. Was like it means something different for everybody because we're all different stages in our life. We're all different, you know, different wants, needs, and like. We're just so unique, like little ice cream flavors, you know. It ain't Baskin Robbins. There's more than 31, and I find it's like that's just such a sweet thing to hear because I tried to do that, but my wife could give two. She's Elijah about Tottenham. She's like, I'm really happy for you. I'm like, you don't sound happy. She's like, can you just hurry the stream up, please? It's like, okay, and then you know. I have 2 kids and my son is about to be 5. He's special needs. So he doesn't really like comprehend, but he'll see the green on. He'll see me put my shirt on and he'll come fucking watch for a little bit, not the whole time, but he'll come watch. And then my daughter's like, okay, what are they doing over there? And she come walking over and it's like, and then when I'm watching the trophy and they're both sitting there with me watching, I'm like, isn't this what life is about? Isn't this what the fuck we're trying to do here?
Elijah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a blessing and a curse, man.
Hey,
you get called a fake fan, man. Yeah. You get called a fake fan, bro.
Listen, so, they can't tell you what's in your heart, bud. That's it.
True. Very true. Very true. You hear that, Jacob, yeah? You hear that? Yeah. Don't guess what's in my heart, man. Yeah, man.
Ice cold?
Don't guess what's in my heart.
Ice cold.
Oh. I was going to say... You've got this ice box where your heart used to be.
All right, Omarion. God,
I can't remember the dance if now I would have done it. You know?
I'm so cold. moon now. Woo. Yeah, come on now.
Nah, we're over the moon, man. We over the moon with this, man. 100%.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't look at Elijah or hear Elijah and think, bro, my celebration stream, he's like this.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's like, is he alive? And you're like,
to be fair
I'm
though,
over the
it was
moon right
almost
now.
7 in the morning, bro. I was tired.
I gotta go to work in 2 hours. I'm over the moon.
Yeah, literally.
Listen.
I sacrificed my sleep to be on
I
the
went
stream,
to
bro.
I went to work hungover as all can be. I didn't listen. I said no one could talk to me. I had my jersey on. No one could say anything to me.
Yeah. And real quick, big up Destiny 5 member as well. It says, let's not be silly
Big up
now.
Destiny.
We must do so much better in the league. I agree. We should. Because if there's no guarantee of, winning your Champions League and then being in Champions League again. But, however, if, I'm allowed, Destiny, if you can give me your permission, sir, I'll take 17th and the Champions League. If 17th equals European honors, I'll take it again.
In a heartbeat.
I don't give a fuck about that damn Earl Grey League that much. If the aim of the game is to win the biggest motherfucking things you can, eventually I'll be like, we need to win that. The Premier League trophy is actually aesthetically beautiful, and I would love to see it draped in lily white ribbons personally. But like, people talk about Real Madrid because they have X amount of Champions League. People talk about Liverpool because they have the most in England. You know what I'm saying? Like, you win the biggest shit, you're going to be the biggest motherfucker. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Some people's standards are different. They'd say, I'd rather top 4 in a semi-final, mate. I wouldn't. I like armpits. Let me smell. What are we lifting here?
I like being called the
Is that
champion.
Dove's Men Care? Old Spice? Championship Glory is the brand name. European Honors is the fucking scent flavor. Flavor? Scent? I don't know. You know how it's like Old Spice, rigatone
Don't
from
say
Fiji
flavor.
or whatever. Fiji rigatoni. And it's like, oh, that's the smell. And it smells like fuck all. What,
Even I feel like you're already too close to me and my armpits, and you're in another country. I feel like my personal space is.
Did I guess? Did I guess correctly? Dove's Men
No.
Care.
I mean, that's mine.
Bro, same here. I got mine right here. Come on now. Dove, hit me up, bro. Sponsor me.
Straight
I'm
up.
uncensored. I'll say go fuck yourself, Dove. But thanks for the money. But help me get that trophy here, Dove. Talk to me. Actually, I like Dove chocolate, and I don't know if they're the same brand. I'd prefer Dove chocolate to sponsor.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd eat a Dove chocolate if it's the same brand as soap. I mean,
I don't know that it is though.
Well, it says one manufacturing error, and you're eating brown soap.
The whole distribution is fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll buy into it, and it will take.
Come on,
it will
Daniel.
taste like soap. I'm like, I don't know.
Elijah,
Daniel.
would you take 17th in Champions League? I'm talking about winning that. That motherfucking thing is huge. I ain't buying that. I'll probably just get a replica for sure, like a small, if we win that. But Europa,
Go hard or
that's
go home.
no, the
Champions League
Europa.
is
I need the
everything.
full size. I need the full size Europa, bro.
I would take it as a one-off. Yeah, as a one-off, I'll take it.
So not multiple.
As
changes
a,
in that
what is
17?
this as a one-off? It's not a
No.
one-off. It's forever. It's forever. It's not a one-off. This let me juxtaposition so it's like I have this fucking like. And I almost tried to just like attribute something to you, Elijah. That's not you. So let me not do that. But what is this one-off? I've heard it so much, not just from you, but from a lot
Yeah.
of people. If it's a one-off, I'm fine. It's not a one-off. It's a forever. It's forever,
Not
like
the-
my
the
love.
trophy is forever, but
My
the
love
league
is forever. You
position
can
will be a
run, motherfucker, but my love will find you.
The league positions are one-off, not the trophy.
What if every year for 7 years we win Champions League, but we finish 17th? We're just right. We're road to 40 in Premier League. That's our new motto.
I don't know. I'll be real.
Oh, that's British bias is kicking in.
Yeah,
It's just the finance. It's for a fan, yes, but it's just like the financial aspect of it is because like even though you get the Champions League money, finishing higher, the higher you finish up, you earn more money. Like you get 3 mil, I think it's like 3.5 mil for every time you finish one place up. So the reason why Champions League money, or the reason why top 4 means so much, is because you'll get like 30 mil of the season plus the Champions League money. So in order to just invest in the squad and make the squad better all the time, because it's the owners, it's Levy and them. It's like they're not gonna pay mad wages unless they have mad money. So the
We
more money
have
we
bad
earn,
money. We were profiting hundreds of millions, and we have the lowest
but FFP
wage.
won't let you
The
spend it
Heung-min
because it's
dad's
out of
making
curricula.
less than Kai Havertz. What world is this?
because of FFP, you could only put a certain amount of money in that's not generated by football. So we're earning the most money. We're the most profitable club. But in terms of the financial aspect of it, you can only put in so much money that's being generated from out of football activities. If you get what I'm saying, basically.
But does FFP really exist?
Well, when you get hit with the charges and you get points deductions, yeah. I mean, Everton got points deductions.
Has City got hit with it?
Everton
Chelsea?
did.
Chelsea?
What about Chelsea?
They're rich to pay it off, but Everton got hit with it.
We're rich too to pay it off. Bro, the owner, Joe Lewis, can't leave the Caribbean waters because he's insider trading over here. We're criminals.
Yes, I
We'll
understand
pay.
that, but I'd rather,
We'll pay
but
up.
I'd rather not-
Fabio's
I'd
in the
rather not
fucking
do it.
courtroom pulling deals in the fucking bathroom on his goddamn iPhone plug-in headphones and shit. We're cooking.
Yeah, I get it, but I'd rather not risk that kind of stuff. Like even Juventus got relegated at one point. Like there's not like
Benny
it
Ayo.
doesn't happen to big clubs like it does.
Can you read this comment out loud for me?
Hey, yo.
That is crazy.
Pause.
I ain't gonna lie.
SDFC Benny, quote, "We're all taking it."
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But it does happen to big clubs. Like Juventus got relegated to Serie B. Like it does happen to big clubs, and obviously that's in Italy and England's a different thing. But
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's just-
pepperoni
it's just-
league and shit. Yeah, turn
But
around,
it's just
slower
like, what
than the
keeps-
motherfucking Mona Lisa get painted.
Yeah, but like what keeps big clubs is finishing high in the league and winning the cups, because then they'll have more money to spend on wages and bringing in better players and stuff and things like that. So that's the only reason why
You don't think big players would want to come here if they're like, wow, 5 years in a row they've won Champions League. Yeah, the fucking Premier League, they're
It's not about
hanging out
demand.
down
It's about getting paid a certain amount of money, because like it's not just about playing for a badge
dude.
anymore.
But like the income from the club is going to be astronomical.
No, not necessarily. If you finish in 17th, it won't.
We make like 10 million profit a game day.
Yeah, I know, but it goes into way more stuff than just saying we have 10 million per game now. Like again, like
See, this is where I get into the let me just kick the damn ball and lift the damn trophy. This whole
I wish it was that.
amortization bullshit, Excel sheet balancing. I don't give a good golly fuck about it. I care about glory.
I understand that.
I'm
yeah,
hearing
but that's-
channels going
that's the
live.
actual part of the game. It's the actual part of the
Yeah,
game.
it
That's
is.
the problem.
It is, but it's not the part that I give a fuck about. Because I'll tell you what, we lift a trophy. You got Spurs fans 2 hours later talking about how do we distribute their contract over 5-year payment plan. Bitch, this ain't Zelle. This ain't Klarna or Wish, whatever the fucking fuck out of here. Interest-free payments. Suck my fucking percentages. APR. Fuck is that? Just get fucked. I'm kicking the ball.
Well, if we had Saudi owners, that would be great. But we have literally the most business-minded owner.
I
in the
know.
Premier
I know.
League
He's the
in
opposite
world.
of me. I know.
So, like,
But
this
those are
is
the
one
constraints
club
I've
that we have
lived
to
under
look
for
at it.
too long. I'm breaking free. I want to say no.
You want to say no, but is Levy gonna say no?
I love European
Like,
glory and I want more of it. I'm a crackhead for the European glory.
I hear it. It's just because Levy is the owner. Like that's what the bottom line is. Levy is the owner, and he's the most business-minded owner in the history of probably football. So we have to look at the finance aspect of it, because even when we were in Champions League, it's not like we were signing great players. Like we were developing players.
We got
that signed for
Longley.
a
We
decent
got
amount.
Longley on loan. That's what we
But that's what
attracted.
I'm saying,
I remember
so-
this whole like Champions League attracts these players. We've gotten our best players when we were in our shittiest without Europe. Ainge is here and everyone's saying we got some fat guy saying mate. And he convinced Madison to pick us over what, United and Newcastle? Not United, Newcastle and some other bitch ass. And then he convinced another president, Van de Veen, and all these players, they want to talk to us. They want to talk to us real nice when Ange Postecoglou come to town.
Okay,
when
if
Ange
it was as
Postecoglou
simple
come
as
to
kicking
town,
the ball, then I would take 17th and a trophy every season. But because it isn't that simple, then there's a lot more complicated. But if it was just about football and just kicking the ball and playing, 17th and a trophy every season, I would take that. I'd rip your arm
no,
off for
the
it.
biggest trophy, the most respected. And when I say biggest,
a
I
trophy. I'm not saying the big. I'm saying a trophy. If it was just
Oh,
about kicking the football, I would take 17th and a guaranteed trophy every season. But because it's not about that, it's,
Jonathan,
it's more than that.
we found one. We found one. Elijah's too chill for 7. He said, nah, you got to be up there with the big boys, right? Am I misquoting you?
I would, you know what it is? Like, I just want to, I care about just trophies, innit? Like, I'd rather finish high up in the
Dude,
league.
that's
and
what I'm
compete
saying.
for
Like,
trophies.
I've gone so long without like that fucking injection of like what I got. And it ain't even been a week. And I've seen more Spurs fans screaming and yelling at each other. And they should be screaming and yelling and fucking like
cheering
orgasm noises, not fucking.
Oh, you were going to ask about Ben, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot. You was going to ask a question about Ben.
About who?
Ben, the guy that was on Savage Stream that I said was a wannabe you.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember what I was going to say. I just like, he's just like this. Like, he's like, and then Sava's like, you fucking, he's like, I know, mate, but if we just win it all, we're just going to win it all. And it's going to be fantastic. And we're just going to win it all. And it's going to be fucking beautiful. And he's like, shut the fuck up. And the chat's like, fuck you, you fucking shit. And I'm like, what is going on? They're so angry. Everyone's so angry. And we're like 5 hours out of winning a fucking European honor. Anyway, my wife is texting and I heard the feet rumbling outside the door. So I'm just going to run through this. And if y'all have any reactions, just yell it at me real quick.
I mean, I'm about to go live anyway, so I'm going to be chilling.
We'll go live right now. And I'll redirect to you.
Oh, Fez. All right, cool.
Because there's 293 people still here.
Guys.
So. Big up, Elijah.
Pleasure. I'll subscribe to you now.
Big up, buddy.
Pleasure, man. Appreciate that, man. Take care, everyone.
And don't worry, I will be sending all of you over there so you can go like and subscribe. And if you're looking for like him to react, keep looking.
Keep looking. Yeah.
Is it a little convo before bed?
Yeah, a little convo before bed. Yep. Where we just chill.
You know, some would say that we've had that before in private. Elijah, how do you feel about that?
It's fact. Yeah, it is true technically. Yeah, we have.
We've had a little convo before bed. You know.
Yeah, there was no face cam though. It was literally just voice. I would like to just point that out as well.
No, we're both laying
like
there on FaceTime. Like I have my phone here, and he's like there, and you know.
Not
don't
FaceTime.
lie to the people.
I have an Android, people. I have an Android. No FaceTime. I am clearing myself of any allegations. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Big up, dude. He's just big up, Elijah. I'll be sending your way very, very shortly.
Okay, take care, bro. Take care.
Yeah, big pause there. But I just, for some reason, I get a real kick out of just making people feel uncomfortable in the moment. On the spot, just put them on the spot and watch them move. It's fun. It's like, woo, look at a little chicken dance. There you go. Real quick. So 5 months ago, I said I'm manifesting with cross-eyed Ange. No one can stop me now. Debbie Lee said North London manifest. We did it 14 hours ago. Born to lose. We won. Like that photo will never took Spurs fans. Don't even know when they're fucking deluded Spurs. What? That's not even English, bro. So I'm gonna heart that and I'm gonna reply, ha ha ha. How does it taste? So Gary Cheeseman. Oh, this is one of those cunts that was like calling me out in my chat. You're never gonna win shit, mate. Yeah, how about that? Yep, egg on your face, Ram to look, saying wow. You better be saying wow, what? We champions. Yeah, how about that? Ange Postecoglou's trap, and I didn't read all that. I just said hi. Which he's a champion. And I agreed. We're not playing Ross County now, mate, says the John Cooper Show. More like the John Pooper Show. Am I right? All right. Oh shit. Let's see. The John Pooper Show. Do you have anything that's not paywall? You fuck. Let's see if he's live. He's not live. 7 months ago he was. It was his most. You got any uploads? 2 days ago. Okay, so he's active. John Pooper. So you're gonna see this comment then that I left you, Sir Pooper Lot. How about that? Where are we at? No wait. I need to fix it. Hang on. Stand by. The John Pooper Show. Say hi to the fans, John Pooper. Loser. Hold that. Love to see it, but Ange is the problem, not the solution. And I replied, you were saying what now? Come outside, mate. Which saying that I ain't seen him yet. So Mr. TJ, come outside, buddy. Ange is the problem, mate, not the solution. But he's lifting European honors. Manifesting it, keep the coil. Yeah, come on, we did it, baby. Tottenham Logic TV said, I would love to see this, mate. And I said, look at you now. Look at you now. You seen it now. Did you just curse it? I'm going to give that a heart. I don't know. You tell me is what I responded with. Come on now. And why is Ange cross-eyed? I said, we won, and his eyes look perfect. How about that? We're good. Come on now. The Oprah witchcraft silliness. I said, shout out Oprah because, mama, we made it. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? They want to try and say it ain't going to happen. But just like Ange said, I told them, and they laughed at me. I told them
and they didn't
to believe, and they wouldn't believe. Well, look at me now. Shit, my wife texted me again. We're going to wrap it up there. Big up. First time here, Mikey Romero, and that is his actual real name, which actually makes it that much more badass. So thanks for calling in.
Yes, sir.
Anytime, real quick, I'm going to put in the private chat, I'm going to put my phone number, and that's not because I'm married, all right?
Me too.
Yeah, and you got a kid, beautiful kid with, I don't want you to like log out before. So that way, man, you ever want to come on and you want to keep, because we're going to enjoy this shit for a minute. This ain't the last party. It's still Friday night. Tomorrow is going to be Friday night as far as I'm concerned. So it's like, wait, what is my number? Not 915-706-9408. There we go. There we go. I put it in the private chat there. You could see it. And you don't have to leave when I hit the outro and everything. So just so you know. But everyone, let me just say thank you so much to Sam for the raid. Thank you so much for everyone who's been commenting, enjoying themselves or not. Even if you disagree, there's plenty of people who disagree with me, and I think that they're beautiful anyway. And there's something that this is what I've been using as like my defense. There's nothing anyone can say to make you not a champion. Like, I could hate your fucking guts and you're a champion. And I can't take that away. And you can hate the fact that you hate that you hate Ange and love the fact that you hate Ange and you're well healed up in there. There's nothing I or Ange could say that would take away the fact that you've got to see your team lift European honors. I would just hope that you enjoyed and tasted the biscuit.
Of it.
Yeah, taste the biscuit. Just like David Shear and all the sponsors that are helping me get that Europa trophy here, so you'll never have to see me without my European honors. And then I won't even have to turn my mic on. They'll be like, Jacob, what do you think about this? Here's the Europa.
That's the trophy. There you go.
They're engraving Tottenham on a fucking trophy. That clip of Lee, I fucking love it.
That's
yes.
Amazing.
So shout out David Shear for the big dono, Dylan membership, James Baum with the super chat. Jonathan G gifting memberships. He renewed. We've got Shoshi with the big $50 sticker, and Phineas also got up in there too. Phineas, just like he did with the top four. He also he said, whole gang Liddy. I didn't read this out. Hope to join you as champions in less than 24 hours. And then he says UTC, which you may be thinking it stands for something else. It actually stands for you're the champ. And he's right. We are the champ. So thank you so much, Phineas. And thank you so much to everyone who hit a like and subscribe. You don't have to donate to the channel to be a supporter. You could just hit a like, subscribe, and comment like you've done in the chat. And might be live tomorrow, might be live the next day. I don't know.
Big
and I think that
Jacob.
I appreciate it. Big up to you. You're a fucking champion. You don't even have to get the gabagoo. You got the champion. Come on. Hey,
champions.
Hey, what you got over there? Is that some of the gabagoo?
I'm walking here.
Yeah, I'm walking in. But big up all you sexy champions, whether you hate me, love me, or you think I'm a whopper because I don't listen to you. I would say enjoy yourself more than you enjoy looking at numbers or your own face. Because I enjoy it. I'll tell you what, if I never got to look at myself again or hear my own voice, but I just got to see that trophy for the rest of my life every year, over and over, endorphins. And then Son becomes captain, and then he lifts champions. Oh, come on now. All right, we can do this all day. I got to go. Big up. Much love. Bye-bye.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce.
Love you, David.
I don't like the
I
way
love
it
David.